This house I think too late, yeah. Cause it's the button and chupu now, baby. Oh, Rana. Oh, Rana. Yeah. Slapping hookers left and right, he ain't stunning. But the right ain't stunning. J-Rello is the passport, bro, I turner. I turner. J-Rello is the passport, bro, I turner. The hookers on the streets need burners. Begging on YouTube. The money keeps coming. Traveling overseas, the scheme she keeps running. Smacking hoes going viral. Always in He's quite cunning. Feds watching his moves and Deckman coming down locked in the raid. All the cops are gunning. Rello called Floyd the teddy bear plug for a fresh hot batch. Fresh hot batch. Cause word on the streets that he had a taste for young cat. Had a taste for young cat. Instead of Ginny serving Similac. He has like a mini hoes tonight. He all gorilla pimping. The hookers running for cover, he say they don't listen. Slapping hookers left and right, he ain't stunning. J-Rello is the passport, bro, I turner. J-Rello is the passport, bro, I turner. The hookers on the streets need burners. They fund the Rello. Think he's gonna
say that again. Yo.
Never understood what he was really about. Sneaky little devil, foreign cookies on his mind. Stupid ass subscriber sitting back getting robbed blind. When he beat a hoe, I turn up. The subs say never mind, hit the cash up again. The subs are to blame. Finding a passport, bro, psychopath. He has raised over $20,000, do the math. The feds have the super chat data. And Dakeman coming down, get hit with a Rico for funding that clown. Oh yeah, straight up, slapping hookers left and right. He ain't stunning, J-Rello is the passport, bro. I turner. J-Rello is the passport, bro. I turner. The hookers on the streets need burner. Keep a burner. These hookers out here have to keep a burner. Stop begging for your trips. Be a wage earner. I turner. Anime, beating hookers down in the D, I call them anime. Rello light, smashing hookers but don't wanna pay. They wanna see him crash out, subs gonna slapping hookers left and right, he ain't stunning. J-Rello is the passport, bro, I turner. J-Rello is the passport, bro, I turner. The hookers on the streets need burners. Keep a burner. If you run across J-Rello, you better keep a burner. You need a burner.
Lies down low, she ready to go. A Columbia 10, I paid an arm and leg. You can ask all of my friends. I'm overseas, passport in hand. I'm not gonna brag, but I feel like a man. She looking so fly, I wanna touch the sky. Cause I can't afford to die. We smashing in Colombia. Ooh, yeah. Smashing in Colombia. Back at it again. This time I have a friend. We gonna do it all again. We smashing in Colombia. Girls, they all are out of this world. I want them all tonight, but my budget is kinda light. time has passed. We smashing in Colombia. We smashing. Spend all. I'm going broke. I gotta make it call. Woo! Don't blame me. It's that Negro BMT got you all. Woo! Don't blame me. It's that Negro BMT got you. Iceberg of the game, pimpin' in the name. Passport bros really lame, exploding off his fame. Austin gave him game. He was running Uber, kid, pick a Floyd. Really had no brain. Passport bro moving. He idolized black Western women. He despised smashing little kids. His demise. YouTube career over. No more life, no lose. To do something that crazy, he must have been tripping. But it's the passport, bro. He was just teddy bear pimpin', yeah. He trippin', he simpin'. Floyd in Brazil, teddy bear pimpin'. He trippin', no way, you trippin', we trippin'. All in Brazil, teddy bear pimpin'. The evidence is too much. Upton ran off with his bail money, he had a luck. Try to escape, feds caught him hiding in Sao Paulo. It was too damn late. Funneling money to BMT on the tape. In Brazil, Floyd thought he could have his ice cream in his cake. Dustin Allen was his friend, but turned into a snake. Subscribers tried to make bail, but it was too late. The goons are the judge, now they will decide his fate. Floyd whining and dining, 6-year-olds on date. To do something that crazy, he must have been tripping. But it's the passport, bro. He was just teddy bear pimping, teddy bear pimping. He tripping, he simping. Floyd in Brazil, teddy bear pimping. He tripping, yo way. You trippin', we trippin', all in Brazil, teddy bear pimpin'. Passport bro movin', he idolized black Western women, he despised smashing little kids, his demise. YouTube career over, no more life. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Teddy bear pimpin', teddy bear pimpin', teddy bear pimpin'. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't blame me, it's that Negro BMT. Got you all overseas, looking all goofy. In the background, screaming passport for life. But after 10 years, still don't have a wife. He's selling you dreams, he's selling you lies. When the heat comes down, he wanna run and hide. He left Colombia, cause his goose was cooked. Show that he was coward, it was not a good look. It was not a good look. Ran out on Brazil, what a shame. Endorsed Floyd and Austin, passport bros will never be the same. What a pity, he tested his luck, he tested his love. When Floyd got busted, his brand was fucked. It's over. Low IQ, let's be real, let's be real. Fresh outside, money he steal. Pedophile boys is what they say. Get out while you can, make it today. The passport bro movement was a lie. Overseas goons catch you with that t-shirt, you may die. Don't blame me, it's that Negro BMT. Got you all overseas looking all goofy. In the background screaming passport for life, but after 10 years still don't have a wife. Burning evidence for it's too damn late. Columbia hooker, just scream grace. Just scream grace. Just scream grace. Just scream grace. Don't blame me, it's that Negro BMT. Got you all overseas looking all goofy. In the background screaming passport for life, but after 10 years still don't have a wife. The app is tapped, your data's breached. The feds are watching while you sleep. He ran the DR, to hide like a rat. Feds investigate the passport bro app. It's a rap, it's a trap. Don't sign up. If you do, you'll be stuck and really fuck. Don't test your luck for a Colombian nut. BMT will sell your soul just to get his cut. In the background screaming passport for life, but after 10 years still don't have a wife. Passport bros are buying pussy gang. After Floyd got caught, it'll never be the same. The peso man tried to warn you, but you didn't listen. He tried to save you, that's him and Rico, only mission. You wouldn't listen. Don't end up like Floyd, Brazil goons got him wishing. Don't go down with the BMT ship. You don't need to be a passport bro to take your own trip. Don't go down the passport bro ship.
Don't go down with the passport ship. Do not go down with the passport ship. That's all we asking you. We ain't asking for nothing else. Just don't go down with the passport ship. Can you all do that for us? Because that ship is eventually gonna sink like the Titanic. And we all know what happened to the people on the Titanic. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Passport Bro Police, where we sit back and we analyze all Passport Bro situations, what's going on, the news, etc., in a cashmere sweater. That's what we do. And today, we are examining, because all you Negroes love going to these spots, and you claim that these women are so wonderful and they make good wives. So we want to know from you guys, which country makes the best wives? Is it Colombia? Is it the DR? Is it Thailand? Is it somewhere in Europe? Is it Africa? Hell, is it Australia? Hell, it might be even Mars. We don't know. Because let me say this, if there's some Whoookas on Mars, trust me, you're going to be getting Elon Musk to build you a ship to take your ass up there to get a little taste of that the Martian cookies. I might end up making a product called Martian cookies, because you guys, you're going to go any and everywhere there is to get some cookies. Where you at, BMT? I got a business idea for you. How about Passport Bro cookies? Passport Bro cookies. You can have a little airplane on them with your little logo, and you can have, the cookies shaped in all the different little countries.
Hey, Peso, BMT gonna get him a Martian baddie. He gonna wife up a little Martian baddie. He gonna be like, I got a little green bitch with 3 tits. You know what I'm saying? That's just how bad they are. Hey, but let me give a couple of quick shout outs to the gang that showed up, because we definitely want to appreciate you guys for hitting the chat and showing up for the support. We do this, because we just want to educate and have a little fun and entertainment. So first of all, let me shout out to the brother El Camo International, always coming through. Appreciate you. Number 37, definitely. I'm glad you let us know if you like the music or don't like it. We're gonna keep playing it anyway. But again, we're having a lot of fun with it. I give all the credit to I'm Babyface and Peso Jimmy Jam. So we're gonna go with that. Shout out to John Davis 4855. Thanks for coming through. If you guys can hit the like button, we definitely appreciate it. It's free and it helps. Rolando G, my brother, always glad to see you. Thank you for coming through, supporting the channel, and definitely SA Whoookas. Thank you for coming through. And of course, my brother, Travelmatic TV, definitely always a pleasure to see you. I hope everybody's doing safe and well here with the snowstorm. If you're in the States, if you overseas, great. Enjoy yourself, have a good time. Me and Peso is never about young men not traveling, having fun, enjoying cookies, but do so safely. Our day one, Sister May, always. We're always looking out for you. We love the way that you support us. Buck Travel, thank you, brother, for coming through again. Love to see your growth in the space. Again, we want to see young men grow in the space, enjoy themselves, have a good time. Absolutely. If anybody, listen to Buck. Buck is a man that has wizened himself over the years from things he's seen. Not from things we said, but from his own growth. Bismarck, thank you for coming through. Oh, Venus Scorpio, another one of our day ones. Thank you for coming through. We couldn't do this without you. We couldn't do this without you and May, who've always been here to support us. Young Prince, 33 Prince, Passport Bros priced out. I agree with you. But thank you to everybody and anybody that's here to hear our message and the things that we talk about. And I just wanted to take a minute to say that. Go ahead, brother Peso.
Yeah, let me just say this. If you guys want to come up on the chat, we ask for you to show your face before you come onto the chat. That's all we ask. We ask to show your face before you come onto the chat. That's about it.
Yeah. So and again, no, that's fine, Buck. I mean, we all got to grow. Even I've tried to grow a little bit in the space with my old ass. I still got some growing to do. So that is again, like I said, I salute you because you admitted to the growth, you acknowledge the growth, and that's something that a lot of other people wouldn't do. So again, I think what you did is the message that I wish a lot of these other young guys would do. And it's like, guys, it's okay if you didn't know, and it's okay if you didn't have it right the first time. But like you said, when you get new information, you're entitled to change your position and say, you know what? Hey, maybe I had you guys wrong. Or, and you know what? Me and Peso, fuck us. I just want you to change. As they say, the best apology is change behavior. Not to say don't go. I'm like, go, trick off, but just do so responsibly. Because I'm tired, I don't want to hear about you guys out there getting in trouble in these countries. Speaking about, and again, like you said, it's not just the brothers. We got the situation. I'm sure you guys heard about the guy in the Philippines, pro-life traveler, and then the guy, Vitali, who they deported out of the Philippines and just showed his white cracker ass all over. He still looked at, whether BMT wants to admit it or not, as a passport bro. So the thing he does, it affects the entire community. That's why we all got to do better, and we all got to call out the bullshit. But that's that. But go ahead, Peso. And we're going to, Peso, create a poll of the big 5 countries so we can drop the poll so that guys can vote on who they think got the best cookies. We don't call them mangoes. We call them cookies because we like them nice and sweet. Mango can be a little sour. You know, I don't like that mangoes. I don't eat mangoes, but I eat cookies. So now I ain't saying I eat none of these hookers. Don't get it twisted. That's some bullshit. Well, somebody clip that and run with it. You know I can see it already, right? I'm just saying I like cookies over mangoes. I mean real cookies like Oreos and peanut butter, you know, cookies and all that shit. So.
I feel it, man. And Rico, man, like I was saying, man, last week, I don't get me wrong, I was part of the fuckery. I was doing that passport bro shit back then. You see what I'm saying? I was actually indulging in the fuckery. You see what I'm saying? I was doing the fuckery.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And the difference with me is like I changed over time listening to you guys and some other guys in the on the travel space. You got guys like Black Man Travels, not BMT, but the other
I know
one.
you talking about. Yeah, I know you talking about.
I learned a lot from him. You see what I'm saying? I learned from a lot from him. You, Rolling Travels, all these Fearless, all the other guys in the space. And it's like the difference with me is like I changed.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, don't get me wrong, Rico. I almost ran into a rental situation when I first started traveling.
See?
But, you know what I'm saying? But the difference is I called one of my fams and they hooked me up. They cashed at me some money back then. You know what I'm saying? Because I was out there just spending that money like crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I learned from it. I learned from that experience. I improved myself. I was like, wait, next time I travel overseas, I gotta carry like at least minimum threshold of certain amount of dollars. You see what I'm saying? Before I even travel. So I learned from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm more refined. You know what I'm saying? I'm traveling.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. You're still traveling. You're still going to all these wonderful places. You're still having a good time. And that's why I don't get it. You didn't have to, you didn't like because you stopped doing some of the reckless, irresponsible stuff. It's not, matter of fact, you can probably have more fun being just a little bit more refined because believe it or not, the people in these countries will respect you better and are more receptive. I mean, like I said, God, if you're going to do the pay for play, you can do pay for play down in the gutters or you can do pay for play up at a nicer spot. Is it going to cost you a little bit more? Sure. But you're going to get a better product too. So the whole point is where guys will sit there and go, if you want to be, you know, it's no different than anything in the States. If I want to be cheap, I can't go to Payless shoe store and complain when the goddamn shoe break after a week. I bought the cheapest. Oh man, they came apart. These sneakers came apart after a week. You only paid $3 for them. That's what cheap ass sneakers do. After a week of wearing them, the glue comes loose. So if I'm gonna pay, I can't expect the same thing out of a $3 pair of sneakers that I expect out of a $50 pair or $100 pair of sneakers. You're going to get different results. You're going to get different experiences. So that's all it is. And I'm not telling nobody that you have to have the highest end, but you can't always want the lowest end. And anytime you do something at the lowest end all the time, you should be expecting those results. You should be expecting those outcomes, and you can't get those outcomes and complain and raise bloody murder because your fucking cheap shoes fell apart. They were supposed to fall apart. That's what you got. So if your experience was poor and she was ghetto and, you know, she wanted to fight, that's what you paid for. You paid for a ghetto, ratchet, want to fight, break your windows, get turned up type of experience. That's what you paid for. That was what you were looking for. And they have it in the DR. They have it in Colombia. They have it in Thailand. They have it in Brazil. They have those experiences. They have it in the U.S. If you want to trick off in the U.S., you can trick off at the bottom. You can trick off at the top. You're going to get a different experience wherever you decide. So if you decide that you want to go down to the Blade and get some old ex-hooky stripper that's selling box, you can't expect a GFE experience from that. That's not what she is. But then guys want to get, you know, and you certainly can't sell her as wifey. but you can get a $1,000 escort and maybe sell her off as a regular girl, even though she isn't. You can do the what's the app they got in the States that Myron got caught on? Sugar Baby, Sugar Daddy. You know, you can do that, but it's gonna cost you more. So you have to ask yourself what you want. And in this space, guys have just been I'm glad to hear you, Buck. I think your eyes got open to, whether it's from me and Peso, Black Man Travels, or whoever, your eyes got open to. I just want guys to get their eyes open to the bullshit that's being sold. It's like these guys are lying in your face. They're playing in your face. You don't have to call them out. You don't have to unsubscribe to them. You don't have to do any of that. We just want to tell you guys the truth. Okay. So whether it's a BMT, whether it's Zoom to Thailand, like I said, he's selling his Zoom Fest, starting at $6,000. Starting the bottom price is $6,000. I think you're a fucking idiot if you pay for it. I just think you are. I think like you can go to Thailand for yourself, and for 8 days, it shouldn't cost you $6,000 to trick off on some hoes. And it's like of the $6,000 that he's going to charge, not including your airfare, the $6,000, half of that is going into his pocket. So, but if you want to do it, you go ahead. I can call a travel agent and get that same 9-day trip for half that price. But guys, dudes, a friend of mine once told me about Sasua. Guys go to Sasua not so much for the girls. They're going for other guys. And they call it the brotherhood and the camaraderie, which doesn't exist. Because the same guys that tell you that there's the brotherhood and the camaraderie will snake your ass behind your back. Same dudes. Same dudes you'll sit there in these WhatsApp groups and these Facebook groups and on these streams, and they'll be like, oh, we cool. They will snake the shit out of you. They'll go after the same hooker you're going. And that's why we talk about it. We talk about it because we are going to say what they won't say. I challenge any of them. Any of them can come over here, Buck. Any of them can come over here, hit the fucking link. Me and Peso had a conversation. They never will. Because like Peso said, they're fucking cowards.
Yeah, because you guys would ask them, the tough questions, and it's like when you ask them the tough question, they're gonna fold. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it's like they cannot handle pressure. You see what I'm saying? But for me, as you were saying, to add on to what he was saying, I became more refined now. It's like I'm traveling to newer places. Like for example, this past summer, I got back from Spain and Morocco. I hit them at the same time, since Morocco and Spain are very close. And it was just a different experience. You see what I'm saying? I gotta, I always tell guys, travel for the food, travel for the culture, travel for the views. The women should be the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because like you're not gonna get the whole experience. You know what I'm saying? It's like the women should always be the last priority. They're always gonna be, no matter where you go. Even Morocco, Rico, they got it out there. Trust me.
Yeah, they're there.
They got the cookie. They got. Let me just say this.
The cookies.
They got the cookies. They got the cookies out there.
They
Even though it's a Muslim country, they got the cookies out there, and they got it out there. I'm just saying, everywhere you go, the thing is, it's like you that should become the less priority of the whole trip. Because like I went to Spain, bro. I enjoyed myself. I'm gonna keep the city. I'm not gonna mention the city in Spain, but it's in southern Spain. I really enjoyed myself out there. I can see myself retiring out there. It's like literally laid back place. The temperature is amazing, and it's like it's the whole experience. It doesn't have to be about box all the time. Like box. That's why I watch guys like Passport Heavy, right?
Yeah.
I like his content. Because he's always talking about business, buying properties overseas, and it's like sometimes I even look for that. It's like I ask myself, hey, if I'm going to a place, can I see myself, investing in this country, buying a property? Can I see myself living in this country? What's the cost of living? That's one of the questions I kind of ask myself. Is like the women is like, bro, women are everywhere in this world. You know what I'm saying? Right. And for me, all I need is one. All I need is one to rock with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and the show, the title of the show tonight, I got which place has the what is the most wife and boy chicks, bro. You can find a wife anywhere in this world. You know what I'm saying?
So
Women are women everywhere you go, Rico.
Here's the thing: is which country has women? And the funny thing about it is we put the women part there for a reason, and we'll tell you towards the end of the show which group of women, meaning countries, are best for passport bros, right? And we want you to think about the question. And you kind of got halfway there, and I'm not going to tell you the rest because you're halfway there, and because we don't think most. I'll tell you this, Buck. I think most passport bros think at a very shallow level. They just think at a shallow level. And I think that if you live enough years in life, you're going to realize thinking shallow is not going to serve you very well. I'm not saying you got to be so. I used to think shallow. I'm be honest with you, Buck. I was just like you. That's why I'm not hard on you about it, because I tell people, I said, when I was a YN, when I was in my 20s, you couldn't tell me shit. And that's why I'm glad I didn't get introduced to this space at that age, because I would have fell prey to it. And that's why it's always in the back of my head. I'm like, Rico, if you was 25, you be wilding out just like these motherfuckers. Like some of the words of the, I ain't gonna be no J Rello or no Future, but I'd be with the fuckery. But thank God I didn't get introduced to it till I got smarter and wiser. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure that, another young Rico out there, like, bro, have your fun. I know you is. I'm not even trying to stop you from doing that. I'm trying to stop you from doing something that you're going to regret later on in life, especially if it becomes public, because what you do at 25 is going to look totally different at 35 and 45. And you can do something at 25 that you can put out there into the ether that's going to last forever, and that shit will mark you and follow you. And I don't want you or any other young guy, not saying that you necessarily that young, Buck, or any other young man to do something that's going to follow them. And as black men, we want to go, oh, they got to drop it. I'm like, no, they don't. No, they don't. That's just not the way the world works for us. As black men, they hang shit around our neck forever. So that's why I try to tell them, like, move quietly, do what you're doing. Don't do nothing publicly that they can hang around your neck forever to keep you from going on to greater riches and gold in the future. That's what I don't want you to do. I don't want us to, as any individual, to screw themselves. So with what you said, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, it definitely makes 1,000% sense. But the title is about that because, again, I think passport bros think at the surface level, but that's cool. I'm gonna shut up for a minute. I'm gonna welcome. Who is Yuli?
That's, I think, Ulysses.
I know. I'm not positive.
Yo, what's going on? Salute to the panel.
Ulysses?
Yeah, salute to the panel.
Okay, salute. I couldn't see your picture or anything, and I wanted to get you in. I thought that was you, but I didn't want to assume. Go ahead, sir.
Now I'm just listening, dude. I don't got nothing to say. I'm just chiming in.
You better have something to say. Your ass ain't going to be quiet.
I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. No.
This a feeling hurt channel. We tell it like it hurt my goddamn.
Well, I know you know, Rico, because you live in DR. I've been in DR for like 10 years, but I would say DR is not the place to go look for a wife. Can you find one? Maybe, but I see more guys taking L's than W's in DR. That's just my experience.
At what percentage? Let me ask you that, right? Because I'll tell you what I think, but go ahead.
I would say about 80% failures, maybe 20% success, maybe.
I say 90-10.
90. Okay, yeah, I would agree with that too as well. I wouldn't disagree.
And I don't have nothing against Dominican people. This is the thing I tell everybody. I'm like, you want a Dominican? Take your ass to New York City. Get a Dominican American. I'll be honest. I think Dominican women are, but on the island, shit.
They're on demon time, hustle time.
Hell no. Hell no. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But in the US, because here's part of the thing, and Buck, this is I'm partially answering you a little bit too. Is I think culturally, like a Dominican American is an American. They're the same. A Dominican, shit, that's a whole nother animal. Dominican Americans don't want to fuck with Dominicans because of, it's just like, I'm like, it's a hustle. It's a hustle hard. There's nothing against the people. I'm not disparaging them, but I'm going to be honest and truthful. guys go over there thinking, yeah, this is, and you tell me if I'm crazy, Ulysses, right? And this is the one part that I always get, and I just never. And I heard our leader of the space say this shit yesterday talking in Thailand. Oh, men in America, they want traditional women. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all even talking about? Who on this panel is looking for a traditional woman? Speak up. Who's looking for a traditional woman? Nobody?
I mean, if you're looking for traditional women, you got to be traditional yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay like what is it, 100% of the bills. You got to be the head of the household. You got to take responsibility. You got to put your wife and kids first. That is traditional for me. And a lot of these guys can date. First, you gotta provide. If you want a traditional wife, traditional women, you even Rico, even American women can be traditional for you.
I'm not arguing with you, Buck. I agree
Even
with everything you
American women
said
can
so
be
far.
traditional for you if you be that man.
Yeah.
The problem is most guys are not willing to be that man, and it takes a lot of responsibility to be that man.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
I
it's
agree
like
with you.
I travel a lot, man. I think in this world you can find anywhere where you go a wife.
Yep.
Is what I'm saying. It's like you can go to the fucking Fiji Islands, you can go to the Australia, Europe, whatever. You can find a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I'm saying. And it's like you can't be focused on certain countries, all that. Wherever you go, you can find one wife, whatever you're looking for. The thing is, what type of character are you? Are you willing to provide? Are you willing to move there? For me, like I feel like the experience would be much better if you move to our home country. Like if you met a Dominican chick out there in DR, it would be better for you to move out there and live in a home country. Like if you meeting a Dominican girl, make sure you meeting her in Santiago or Santo Domingo or Punta Cana or the surrounding areas.
Okay,
But I
hold on,
wouldn't suggest meeting a girl out there in Sosúa or Flora Prada.
Okay, now what about you, Ulysses? What do you think?
Man, I don't think Dominican women are traditional at all. I don't know who says that. They're cool, like to have fun, but I would never marry those girls. Those girls are players, man. Most of the girls that I know in DR, they have 2 or 3 cell phones for a reason. And even the local man, if you ask them, do you think you could find love on the island? They'll tell you no. And shit, that shit's dead. So
now you listen. You said you was more looking into the Middle East, right? For North Africa.
yeah,
Middle
but I
East.
mean, the problem with the women over there, like if you're gonna commit to a Muslim woman, for you have to commit yourself totally. You got to let go of that American mindset. For you have to become Muslim. You have to pray 5 times a day. You have to learn how to speak Arabic. You can find a traditional women over there. Many of them, the women that I personally met in those regions, they speak English and they're very educated, but they're not about that bullshit. They're like, either you're gonna marry me or not waste my time. You know.
So let me ask you guys this. So what I'm hearing, right, and I agree. Okay, just to give you a reference space, I want nothing to do with a traditional woman. Nothing. I'm not a traditional man. I'm a modern man. I want a modern woman. Okay. I want a woman that make bread, just like I make bread. I do. I want a woman that's an asset and not a liability. Because while I can appreciate what traditional women do bring to a relationship, I also understand what an asset and a liability is. I know that, when during the times when we had traditional women, right? And in America, men oftentimes talk about it. They're talking about like the 1950s, right? You'll hear them say, oh, in the 1950s, women were more traditional. Yeah, they were housewives. What is a housewife? Well, by some people will say they're an asset. A lot of people will also say they were a liability. They were grown-up children. They were dependents. They were grown-up dependents. They were dependents that could do shit. But by the same token, in the 1950s, you had children working. If you lived on a farm, okay, the mother cooked dinner and this, that, whatever, but the goddamn kids worked the farm just along too. Milked the cows, herded the sheep and everything else. So like the whole family worked. So it's funny that they talk about tradition in one way, but then in the next breath, like you said, Buck, they're not traditional men. You want a traditional woman, but you want to go 50-50 with her. How the fuck you gonna go 50-50 with a traditional woman? I want a traditional woman, but I want to go half. Well, if she got to pay half, why does she have to be traditional? It makes no sense. I also, even greater than this, because men or people in this space, they always think of it in strictly a financial sense, right? I got a son who has a wife that's a housewife. And I remember having a conversation and I remember telling him, like, look, that's the worst thing in the world you want. I said, I only know where he got that from. His mama, his stepmama, they all work. I'm like, you ain't never grew up with no housewife. You that's some shit you saw on TV at best, right? But I mean, I didn't get it. He wanted it, he wanted his wife to, he didn't want nobody watching his kids but their mother. And I get that. I said, but there's another side to that. I'm like, if you think that woman is sitting around all day thinking of shit to do to make your day better when you come home, you are fucking crazy. That didn't even exist in the 1950s. That shit there were TV shows, My Three Sons, Leave It to Beaver. So the TV, my son's wife is Japanese YouTuber. See, she's not even black. She's not even black. She's Japanese. So just to let you know, and that's why I said this. So she's an Asian woman from Okinawa, Japan, because he's in the military, right? What I told him was going to happen is partially true. I said, when you have a housewife sitting at home, while you're gone all day, she's sitting at home all day long thinking of shit that she wants to do when you come home. And you oftentimes come home tired. I love my wife working because for two reasons. I make six figures, she makes six figures. When I come home fucking tired and want to sit down and be left the fuck alone, she come home the same way. We leave each other alone. We both get to decompress. I don't get to walk into the house and have to deal with, I don't have to deal with that. I come home a tired man. I don't really don't even want to come home to a woman that's not tired fucking with me about shit. I just want to be left alone. When I come home, I just want to be left alone. And here's the whole point. You keep talking about assets. That's where y'all get fucked up. 99% of you niggas ain't got no assets. Can you stop playing that shit?
Good morning.
Morning live. Hold up.
Hold on, Peso. If you got assets, YouTuber, that can be your thing. But let's be clear. Ulysses and Buck, do these niggas got assets, yes or no? These niggas' only asset is a fucking YouTube page. That's it. Now, the nigga we got on the channel, this is what he told us he had as an asset. He said in Atlanta or in America, he had cars, big house, all this shit. That nigga ain't have none of that shit. Who the fuck is going to leave a world full of assets to go trick off in the fucking DR? And come on, man. Come on. Why y'all let motherfuckers play in your face to make you believe I walked away from 8 figures to go to Thailand and Pattaya and trick off with a hooker? If you're telling me that that's what you did, I'm looking at you as the stupidest motherfucker in the world. There's no way you walked away from 7 or 8 figures to go to Pattaya. Are you fucking crazy? As difficult as it would be to get to that, and you're going to throw all that away because fuck it, I've been divorced twice. People survive divorces and fuck it. If you are able to make that income and those earnings, you go through a divorce, you make it again. The fuck are y'all talking about? That's why you know they're lying. If they tell you, oh, I was making $10 million, she took half. Okay, nigga, you down to 5. Make another 5. America is still printing fucking money. So the same way you made it with her, you can make it without her. You never was making it. It's a fucking lie. That's the point. Don't let them play in your face. So if you got all those assets, you can get them again. She can take it, you can get them again. I ain't never seen a man lose his assets in a divorce and not be able to recover without her. You always can. So get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. That fear of them taking half. Okay, if she gets half, then the judge and somebody looked at it and said she deserves half. And ain't no fucking family court just giving no bitch no money because she no bitch. They're giving it to them on the facts and the law. And your fuck nigga ass knew it before you went into it. So you telling me that you so weak that you gonna fuck around and you gonna let some pussy get you up out of money that it doesn't deserve? It can only get you out of what it earned over what you did over that period of time. You can't marry a bitch and 6 months later she can take half your shit. No. 16 years later she might be entitled, but 6 months later she ain't entitled to half. So stop making all this old super hyperbolic bullshit that y'all make in this space because y'all want to scare other young men from having an opportunity at some sense of fucking happiness. It's bullshit. It's the same way this nigga lie about shit. Go ahead, Peso. No, I'm not. Go ahead.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Let me turn this up now. This is BMT's new wife, guys. Newsflash. That's his new wife.
Will be, but I'll be here by myself out
Now,
friends.
I ain't the one to be gossiping. I'm not the one to be gossiping, but she looked like she about 14 years old.
What say you, Buck and Ulysses? How old she look?
I mean, she looks like
19, 18.
she looks like off age. So I would guess right around
20.
23.
How
23.
old is BMT? Do you guys know?
And he's in his mid 40s, I believe.
Okay. So there's a So you got the cultural difference and the age and generational difference. Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Peso.
Yeah. So you got people in there talking about she's 20, she's 16 to 17, blah, blah, blah. Look like BMT got a little bit of that Floriditis. Look like BMT got a little bit of that Floriditis. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Gen Z. I think that's his wife.
Just me and you. So let me show y'all what she got me for my birthday. Check this out. Passport Bro wallet. I'm so happy. This is one of the best birthday presents I ever had. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
That's what you like.
Yeah. See, you got a little wallet.
Maybe just talk to your audience. It's okay.
So I don't think I mean, Drew, you might be right. I don't think she's 30. I think she's mid to early 20s because I know that's that's what the PDF looks for. He got that old PDF look on his ass. She could be, but I don't think so. Because you're right. Asian women are very hard to tell their age. She could be very young. I think she's of age, absolutely. But if that's, I'm just laughing like, see, and that's the thing that kind of gets me. It's like you say, okay, you gotta, because he pushed her ass middle class. So I'm like, so the best your middle class wife could get you was a goddamn bootleg counterfeit fucking passport, bro, wallet. I thought you said she was middle class. I would expect something more substantive for your birthday than a boot. And you came out here, you flexed on it, not me. You flexed on it. I wouldn't even put that shit online that if all my wife got me was a bootleg counterfeit fucking wallet for my passport. My wife wouldn't even buy me a passport wallet for me to go traveling. She'd be like, nigga, stay home.
Yeah, that don't sound like no middle class gift, do it?
No,
that don't sound like no middle class gift to me. And not only that, hey, it look like they eating outside at a bodega lounge or something.
Right. You don't see no restaurant, right.
For his birthday.
That's your birthday again, because again, I remember him saying, I'm like, this is middle class.
Hey, Rico, in that case, they could have in that case, Rico, they could have just ate at home.
Exactly.
Why didn't he film her at home making him a traditional meal? Sound like to me she like to eat out and run through. She gonna run through that man money.
Right.
Excuse me.
What I see is
like she gonna run through his money.
Yeah, I see a low class Thai hooker that's playing the long game. The end. And he got that goofy ass, simp ass fucking middle-aged fucking black American that just fetishize and exoticize his fucking Asian women. And he has to dress her up to the world as something that she isn't. But see, remember, that's what y'all sat there and said was better than black women. Remember that. And she playing that fat sucker ass nigga. That's all. That's all.
Hey, is she better than Is she better than Lucky?
I gotta see her tape first. I'm sure she got one out there.
Man, hey, she the head waitress. No, I mean just in attractiveness. She the head waitress at Waffle House.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Buck. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I can't, cause like,
hey,
I'm so used to big booty Latinas, and it's like going.
Hold on for a second, Buck. Hey, Buck, hold on for 1 second. Smash. Hold on for 1 second.
Your sound going in and out, Peso.
Yeah, I know. Hey, smash 2. I mean, press 2 if you didn't smash BMT's wife. Press 2 if you have smashed BMT's wife.
Oh my God. She wants some of that fuego leche.
And I can smash her for the low. I can smash her for the low. I'll get my old ass to get a discount.
Oh man.
Yeah, right. Seriously, it's like you. This is the funny thing about it. You shit on black women. If you shit on black women and you go overseas and that's the best you can do, and I'm not saying she's not a bad looking woman at all. I am not saying that at all. She's a averagely attractive young woman of Asian descent. Nothing wrong with her at all. She's cute. Huh?
The state over here got that, Rico.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's my whole.
Got that.
Right. That's my whole point. Is that if you can't get that here in the States, that says more about him than it does about her. Cause like nigga, you could have got that here in the States. Among black, white, Hispanic, or Asian. I know plenty of my friends that got Asian chicks that look like her in the US of fucking A, and then you're more culturally aligned. It makes no sense. You just gotta not be a fucking piece of shit or a fucking awkward, socially awkward dweeb like these niggas is. That's all.
Hey, he went way over there. Hold on. He went way over there to get a basic 5.
Yes.
A basic 5. You went way. Hey, at least what's his name? Traversity. At least he went over there and got an Asian thickie.
He got an
He
Asian
went over there
porn
and got him a
star.
little Asian thickie.
Yeah, Asian
Well,
porn
whatever.
star.
She a thickie. He got a hey, he got him a little. See, still though, she a little thickie, you know. But he not gonna be able to show her off unless she got a. Hey, hey, BMT, we want to see your girl in a bikini on your next episode. We want to see your bikini. We gonna have the baby all ready, loaded up. We want to see your wife on your next episode of the bikini. We want to see why you travel 400,000 miles to marry this. You got to realize too, Rico. He just been. How long has BMT been in Thailand?
About a year.
So you mean to tell me that you married this girl after only a year?
Yeah, I mean,
You
give or
married this
take.
girl after only a year.
Yeah, give or take, I guess. You know.
You don't know nothing about this girl. I mean, she had your toes curled up like eagle claws. She was that good, BMT. She was that. I mean, had BMT laying in the bed, toes curled up like eagle claws. How in the world you go? Let me say this: the last place, or at least one of the last places, because I haven't been everywhere. One of the last places I would get married is in Thailand because you can't own anything. Everything gonna be in your baby mama's name. Everything is gonna be controlled by the woman. So Thailand should be the last place. People complain about feminism and all this other shit. BMT, your wife gonna be bitching you because she gotta own the majority of whatever y'all open. Rico Suave Thailand dudes, one of these smooth Thailand dudes. Smooth ass, almost like a brother. Smooth Thailand dudes. She gonna push you out. She gonna push you out, or she gonna have somebody to knock you off or knock you out. Let me just say this, ladies and gentlemen. Be very, very careful. And let me repeat this again. Be very, very careful or marry these women overseas, especially when you the only one over there. Because when y'all start getting into these, arguments and all this, it only takes one phone call from your wife, from your disgruntled wife, and you bye-bye. And nobody even knows about it. You bye-bye. So like I was saying once before, you get over there in Thailand, you don't own anything. If you marry, I can see why Traversity hasn't married Lucky. He's playing it smart.
Hey, Peso, do me a favor.
He's
Click
playing
on
it very
Drew
smart.
G's.
But you got
Click
that
on
big
Drew
old simp
G's
over there,
comment.
BMT.
Click on Drew G's comment because that's exactly Drew G. That's exactly who I watch. Is Ty Talk with Dan and Tyrus Time. See, them white boys gonna tell you the truth. Them white boys gonna tell you the truth. These niggas gonna lie to you. And I told y'all, I think she's a cute young lady. I don't. She ain't no fucking baddie by no. She's an American five. We see that in every city in America. We know that. Guys, be honest. Don't sit there and bullshit and pretend like, oh, I flew halfway. That's not nobody I'm gonna fly halfway around the world for. Come on, stop it. So culture, nigga, y'all are delusional when y'all get to talking that shit about culture in these countries. Culture is a fucking joke. Whether it's Thailand, Brazil, culture in these countries is a fucking joke. They do have their culture, but if you think it's better, the problem is to pedestalize their culture as if it's better than it is here in the U.S. That's why y'all the idiots that y'all are. Y'all are. So yeah, again, I don't think that the young lady, she's a cute young lady. I definitely believe she's a hooker. She fucking with his fat black ass. Don't know it to be a fact, but I just have to believe that. But what I'm saying is that's not nothing you go halfway with. And I don't have a problem with nobody going overseas, finding somebody like that, and then falling in love with her and marrying her. It's the fact that he pushed this narrative about the women are better, they're better looking, they're more fit, feminine, and beautiful. All we're doing is like we always do. The shit you say, your rhetoric, has to line up with your reality. Just like we said with these niggas with these failed marriages. If you're going to say all that, then when it comes time for the show and tell, the show part of show and tell, the show got to match with the shit you've been telling. And his show ain't matching his telling. That's all this is. We wouldn't be having this conversation if BMT was always sensible and smart. Like, hey, man, I'm just going over here finding a nice woman with good character. Because she probably got a beautiful soul. She might have a soul that would make me fall in love with her. But that ain't what that nigga ever talked about. He never talked about how well a woman makes you feel. He never talked about their character and their personality. None of them do. So since he never talked about it, all he talked about was the aesthetics and the surface, shallow level shit, then I need to see it match the fuck up. Other than that, shut the fuck up. Because when he criticized black women in the Matrix, he always talk. She look like she got a little weight on her in the face. I don't think she fat, but for a 25, that's a 25-year-old black woman in America. Y'all act like 25-year-old black women in America run around fat as fuck. That's not true. That's not true. But that's how they talk about them. So again, I need to see your rhetoric line up with your motherfucking reality. Other than that, shut the fuck up. Go ahead, Peso. And welcome, Big Gans.
Yeah. I'm in the building. Go ahead, Peso.
Yeah, what's up, Big Games? Go ahead. You got something to say. Go ahead, brother.
I guess he in the back. Well, Rico, let me say this. What up, Rico?
What's up, sir?
Okay. I think we need to go back and revisit Kevin Samuels.
Okay.
And I know y'all was critical of Kevin Samuels when he was alive.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to go back and revisit that. Right?
Okay.
Because these dudes, they talking about traditional women and all of that, right? Okay, Kevin Samuels was preaching that.
Mm-hmm.
But he was throwing it at the women, saying because they want a man that's gonna take care of them. And he was breaking down what a man has to make to take care of a woman that's gonna stay home and take care of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You dudes out here need to go back and revisit that and see the numbers that Kevin Samuels was talking about that the man has to make.
Mm-hmm.
You talking upwards of 250,000, 300,000
Mm-hmm.
for that woman to stay home, you to go to work, and she stay home and take care of the house and take care of the kids. These dudes need to go back and revisit that and listen to what he was saying. Yeah, he might have been talking to the women, but he was talking to men too.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all dudes out here ain't making that kind of money.
Right.
Let's go over the numbers Let's go over the numbers. What's the percentage of men that make over 200,000?
Shit, less than 5. Black men probably less than 3%. But
Exactly.
men total like less than 5%. Yeah, that. But see, Gans, that's my whole point. Is, and again, like I said, we were. I always said this about Kevin: 70% of what he said was right. It was 30% that was wrong. I just felt like he didn't tell the full story. But when he talked about things like that, I agreed with it. I agree with those aspects of it. These guys, how's a bunch of niggas that need help talking about they want to lead? I'm like, nigga, if you're gonna lead, you don't need help. Leaders just lead. Niggas must say that I want to lead, but I need a bunch of help. Then nigga, then maybe you ain't the leader. Because if I got like if all of us on this panel was together, right, Gans, me, you, Buck, and Peso, and if every 5 minutes you ask me which way do we go, nigga, give me the goddamn car keys. I'll drive. Sit your ass in the back. See, you just proven you not a leader. You see what I'm saying? That's what a lot of these goofballs are. They in the space. Driving the car, don't know where the fuck they going, always reach in the back asking for direction. Pull the fuck over, sit your ass in the back and give me the keys, I'll drive. And then they get mad when, but then of course they feel like, okay, I'm gonna go overseas because those women never gonna do that. Yeah, they're not gonna never do that, but there's a reason why they'll never do that. They'll never do that because they've never been in their society. They never been in a position to be able to do that. So you resent the women in America because I get it. I know American women, black women, they got big attitudes. They can get on your motherfucking nerve. I agree with all that. But what my thing is, I always tell these men, they never want to look at, like you're saying, their deficiencies. They never want to look at, okay, why are they this way? Because I'm being honest. I've never had a problem leading a woman. I've been married in the U.S. for three motherfucking times. I'm on my third marriage. I never had a problem. But I also like a woman that can step up because I've always told them like this, when I can't do, I want a bitch that can. I don't want nobody that's going to fold and don't know what to do without me. Because sometimes I don't have the fucking answer. I don't have it. So that's why I look for a partner. They shrink. I'm like, no, I don't need help, but I fucking want it. I want it. I get tired. I'm content to say, shit, I'm gonna sit this one out, baby. You got it. That's a good motherfucking feeling. And I watch. Let me just say this. I'm gonna shut up. I watch guys I know. I got a lot of friends who have Dominican wives, right? And let me tell you something. They got to do everything. I don't mean just financially. I mean, like, even I don't even like making all the decisions. That's not, to me, that's not a good union. I'm like, God damn, these motherfuckers, they got to check with you for everything. So, like, nothing will get, if we're gone for a couple of days, shit don't get done till a nigga get back. I'm like, really? What the fuck is going on? I love the fact, like, nigga, I could be gone for a month. My wife is handling shit. She handling shit. I ain't coming back to nothing that you should have done. You better get it fucking done. That's me. Now, maybe that's that West, and I get that. You know, you got it. So I know I got to deal with a certain amount of mouth. But I'm like, I also know that, hey, shit gonna get done. Whether it's dealing, when I'm over in the DR, hey, go take, she over there right now. Handle this, handle that, handle this, handle that. She getting it done. I like that because when I go over there and I'm ready to fucking have fun in 2 weeks, I ain't got to do none of it. You got my fucking Marbet. You got this. I ain't got to go fight with these motherfuckers at the bank. I ain't got to do none of that shit. Get it done. Smack these motherfuckers around on the HOA who ain't been doing shit. Get it done. I want the shit done. Yeah, I do got a masculine wife. That's okay, but I can handle her. That's the whole point. I understand a lot of niggas can't handle a woman with backbone. And I don't run from that.
And this is why I don't have problem with Rico's, like, the way he says it. Like, he prefer
Rico.
you know, modern women, it's like there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like if
I
a guy
can't
can
hear him.
force,
Okay, there you
can,
go.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me,
Yeah, there's a
Rico? So
trade-off. Yeah, I can hear you. I
there's
can
a
hear you.
trade off. So it's like, Rico.
Okay, so
Let me
let me
tell you
let me
this.
let me say this.
Let, go
I
ahead. Go
see
ahead.
Khalil Backyard Life. He's one of my panelists. He in the chat. Um, let me say this. These women nowadays, Rico, these women are next level.
Hey, let me say this real quick, guys.
They next
Let me say
level.
this real
But
quick
check it. Black women
about
always
King
been
of
on some
Brooklyn.
shit.
If you want to get on the panel, you got to show
Listen,
your face first.
when I was a kid in the 80s, you know,
Mhm.
my mother used to send me down to Florida because my during the summertime, my whole family is in Florida. So in summertime school's out, my mother had to work. She sent me down to Florida. I'd stay with all my aunts, my uncles, and all that, right? So I had one particular aunt, my mother's her second oldest sister, right? I used to be at her house, and I used to wonder why her husband he come home from work and he sit outside on the car porch.
Hey, big games. Hang on for 1 second. Let me just answer Red Robin question. You asked the question 2 times married, by the third time? Because the first 2 divorced me. Because the one thing I will always be in this world is self-aware. I will always be self-aware. I know how fucked up I am in my own way. I know, and I think that that's a problem that a lot of men, black, white, blue, green, I tell my son, I'm like, be self-aware. Understand that we're not always, and what you're saying, and big games, it taps into what you sit there and said. And you know it in the travel space. I see a lot of young men that are not self-aware about themselves. Because even among men, even you said, as other men, we look at the niggas and say he ain't shit. So if I look at a young man and say he ain't shit, why is that woman he with ain't gonna look at him and say he ain't shit? And all I ask a young man is like, be self-aware about yourself and your flaws and all. I think a lot of young men, and not just men, women too, people in general, think there ain't nothing wrong with it. They think their shit, we used to say, you think your shit don't stink. That's what caused my first 2 failed marriages. That really is. And I'm glad I finally got one that I think up until so far today, she ain't got tired of my shit yet. And I pray to God that she don't, because the first 2 did. But when I look back on it, I'm self-aware enough to know I was a fucking piece of work. It's hard for people to want to sit there and deal with you when you're set in your ways. You don't want to change certain shit. You're stubborn about shit. It's difficult. So even among men, like, man, shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear that shit. You'll cower down. You'll be more self-aware about a man because you worry about another man punching you in the face. But you don't want to hear the same fucking thing from a woman just because she's a woman. That's all I'm saying, brother. I'm not saying that, I'll tell you, like I said, these bitches is a piece of work. But I also always first look at myself and say, okay, what is it about me? And I look back on someone like I was selfish. And it don't mean I'm a bad person. It's just like sometimes I didn't even need to be married because I didn't want to be. I still was for the streets and shit like that. So what the fuck am I doing even marrying anybody? So it's
Well,
all. Go ahead.
let me say this, Rico, and you a little older than me, but in the
Just a
'90s
little bit. Go ahead.
we was in our 20s and our 30s, right?
Yes, sir.
I didn't turn 30 until till 2001, but
Stop
in the
lying. Go
90s,
ahead.
in
I just
2001,
fucking with you.
I was born
Fucking
in
with you.
71, but
Fucking with you.
in, in the 90s we was in our 20s and our 30s. In the
That's right.
90s, in the 90s, was we looking for wives or was we looking to jump some bones?
I was looking to jump some bones.
Now you jump the bones and then you start going out with the chick and then y'all getting closer and
Mhm.
then you could see yourself
Being
marrying this,
married to him. Yes,
right?
correct.
But you wasn't going out to the parties, the clubs, and all of that, particularly looking for no wives. You was because we wasn't going overseas back then, but we was running down to the Greek fest and the Freakniks and all of that.
Uh-huh.
We wasn't going out there looking for no wife.
Yep.
We was going to party.
Bike week in Myrtle Beach, all
Yeah,
that.
all of that.
Bike
We was
week.
going to party.
Mhm.
And then if you find a woman and y'all click, you meet a woman at one of these events and y'all click, and then later on it happened, but you didn't go there to meet no woman.
Agreed.
I mean, not to meet a wife, not to meet a woman that you gonna marry.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I go overseas. I'm not looking for no damn wife. I damn sure. Listen, I don't want to be married no more. I don't understand what these niggas be talking about. I'm going overseas looking for a wife. Niggas, stop lying. You ain't looking for no wife.
Agreed.
Who the
Agreed.
fuck?
And
You know
Gaines,
what I'm
this is what I
saying?
said. This is what I
Who the
said about
fuck
the
wants that
traveling
headache?
aspect. Gaines, this is what I said about the
Motherfuckers don't
traveling
even know
aspect.
how peaceful it is to have the fucking house to yourself. But you talking about going looking for a wife.
Go ahead, Buck.
That's basically what I said about the traveling aspect. Don't travel just for women, just travel for the whole experience. You know what I'm
Traditional
saying?
men had always looked for wives
Always,
until
always enjoy
Generation X came
yourself.
along.
Keep doing what you're
Generation
doing.
X. Oh man.
Go ahead, Buck.
Generation. You can
Buck.
hear me? This
Yeah.
this Gans talking.
Can you hear us, Gans?
I can hear you, Rico. I can't hear Buck.
Okay, you don't hear Buck. That's why I said they said you talk.
Yeah, I
Hold
gotta
on,
bounce
Gans.
back out.
I'll tell you when to go. Go ahead, Buck. Let Buck go for a second, and then I'll get to you, Gans.
Let me back out and come back. Maybe
I
it's
think
me.
there's just something wrong with my
Because
mic.
I want to answer that one comment that the
Hold
other
on.
dude just put up.
You can
Okay,
hear me?
come on back, Gans. Go ahead, Buck.
What I was saying is like, I mean, Rico, I mean, there's nothing wrong with what you're saying. It's like you looking for modern women, and this modern woman, I mean, in this age, you need two income to survive. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do that 50-50. So it's like both you guys gotta contribute. You know what I'm saying? But there's some guys like that's looking for traditional wives, but they gotta be traditional themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta be traditional yourself. You gotta keep, you know, being that traditional male. You know what I'm saying? You can't be expecting a traditional wife and you're not even traditional yourself. You're not even paying like 100% of the bills. You see what I'm saying? It's like a lot of guys, they will complain about the women here in the States. They will say, hey, these women don't have anything and all that. And it's like they expecting a guy that makes over six figures. But then they're going to go overseas complaining about the same women overseas for saying that, oh, she's a gold digger. She's using me and all that. I just want to understand the angle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, let's welcome in brother King of Brooklyn. How you doing?
What's up, Uncle Rico? We go back. This is for Buck. I want to say Peso
Okay,
Man
but
and
you don't
Uncle
have to
Rico.
keep your hang on. You don't have to keep your video on if you don't want to. But if you
No, I'll
want,
keep my video. I don't care. I won't show my face.
okay,
No.
all right, okay.
I want Uncle Rico and Peso Man. I'm glad to have your back. We go back way back, and I love the Philly Dumb video. Y'all destroy him.
Oh shit!
I'll never that. We go way back. We go way
Thank you,
back.
sir. Thank you.
We
Rico,
go way.
are you
That was
talking to
the
somebody? I
greatest
can't
concept
hear
in the
you.
world. And I
You
want to
guys
say
can
one
hear me?
thing.
One second.
I
Hey,
want to say
hold
one
on, Buck.
thing.
Buck, be quiet. King of Brooklyn talking. I'll let you know when to come in. Go ahead, King of
Can you
Brooklyn.
guys
Hold on, Buck.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Buck,
Buck.
you
Can you
need
hear me?
Buck, we can hear you. You might need to back out also
Yeah.
Okay,
and come back.
I gotta back up. Okay.
Go ahead, King of Brooklyn. Sorry about that.
See, Buck talk a lot of crap. I'm gonna say one thing. We go way back for the Philly Dumb, and the most contact you did was the Philly Dumb. That was the greatest thing. Thank you, Peso Man. Thank you, Uncle Rico. Y'all back in full effect. I've been down with y'all for a long time. I got called sellout. I got called. I got a criminal record. I was married before. I got called out because I was supporting y'all. They did me like a dog on this site here. You
Don't
feel me?
bad. Yeah, don't feel bad.
Mhm.
We know. So you welcome to our world.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it was.
And I'm gonna get back to this thing. The most content y'all did, it was Peso Man. People don't understand this. Peso Man started Razor 8 channel. He wasn't shit. Razor 8 ain't shit. Peso Man started Razor Ray channel, blowed up. It was the Peso Man did it. He did it with that site. That was funny. That was the most beautiful. I couldn't find that contact. You remember Peso Man when you got that guy went to that guy talking about he went to Colombia, felt the love. He had a heart attack, he had a stroke. That was funny.
Tony Rome. That was Tony
Rome. Yeah, that's how we go way back. He blow Razor Ray on that channel.
Yeah.
That's how Razor Ray. You smart, Uncle Rico. He blow Razor Ray. Peso Man blow them up on that channel there. That shit was funny. I can't find it no more. I watch it 20 times. That's how much I love that channel was. Peso Man, thank you for coming back.
No, but stick around. But definitely.
So yo,
go ahead.
The brother in the chat, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Gans.
You can hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me.
Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you, Gans.
Yo, you can hear me?
Gans, I can hear you.
Because I can't hear y'all.
All right, well, go back out and come back.
Everybody in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Okay. So let me say to the dude in the chat, Jabbar,
I'm a man like you're a man, bro. I'm a man like you're a man. Say, dude, say Mr. Brooklyn. Like I just no dude in the chat. We both mans. Mr. Sanitation Man.
All right, so let me say Jabbar in New York, right? He was saying the generation before Gen X. So basically he said traditional men have always looked for wives until Generation X came along. Let me tell you something about the baby boomer generation, because that was a generation before Gen X. Them dudes was slinging their dick all over the place. Trust and believe me when I tell you, because I seen my stepfathers, I seen my uncles, I seen the way they was moving. Yeah, they had wives and all of that shit, but trust me, they had wives and they had girlfriends all over town. You know what I'm saying? So you saying that the generation before Generation X, you don't know what you talking about with the baby boomer generation men. Them dudes was all over the place. Trust me when I tell you. You know what I'm saying? You hear all the time talking about, I've just found out a dude 30 years old and find out he got a sister on the other side of town from his father. And then he got another sister on the other side of town. Then he got another sister down there in North Carolina because his father was all over the place slinging it. That's them. That's the generation before us. All right.
Well, let me say this, okay? At the end of the day, right?
Yeah, Marco. He said old dudes had whole other families and couple blocks away. That's right.
Okay, hang on, Gan. So here's the thing, right? And I'm
Rico, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Do you hear me?
Because I can't hear nobody.
Okay, hang on. Let me tell them to go out and come back.
It must be me. Every time somebody back out, the stream y'all mess up. So I'm gonna back out and come back in.
All right, good. Okay. All right. So let me say this as the resident boomer up here, because I'm the last, and I'm at the tail end of the boomer. I'm a boomer, 1964. That's how old my old ass is, right? So again, it's wild and it's funny. King of Brooklyn had me laughing. You know, he brought up the Philly Dom. Me and Peso talk about that a lot. And we know we made Ray's who he is. We know that. Whether Razor ever admits that or not, we know we made him. You know, and y'all know y'all seen me with Razor. You know, I told Razor, I'm like, you know, me and Peso, we and May and Venus can tell you. They're in the chat. They'll tell you. And I don't know if Peso was Batman or the Joker. I don't know which one you are, Peso. But we always said one was Batman and one is the Joker. Razor's the Joker and Peso's Batman, or Razor's Bat. What y'all assign them whatever fucking costume y'all want.
I got cussed out. I got disrespect because I support the Peso Man and Uncle Rico. I supported you for a long time ago with Tony Rome. Peso Man should get his credit. He the one made Razor Ray, but Peso Man never got credit for that. And
No.
Peso Man, I told him a long time ago, he the one started Razor Ray channel because that Tony Rome channel blowed up. He got like thousands of views. I watch it 100 times. Peso Man, thank you for coming back. You and Uncle Rico, and I don't give a damn about the motherfucker what they say about me. And
But,
I'm glad you're back.
King of Brooklyn, what makes it good though is I'll just ask you this, and this is the thing that, like me and Peso said, is that if we were so wrong, then why are so many people now starting to parrot the same message that we had? We had the message years ago, and people told us, I mean, we had some of them in the chat. We were the dick police.
I follow y'all for a long time. I follow y'all.
Watching.
I follow you for a long time.
We were everything in the world. And I was like, no, all we were doing was, and here's the thing. I'll say it one more time. Me and Peso, you can go to every video we ever said. We want you to travel. We don't care about you being with the hookers. We don't care about any of that. We just care about how. We're not even telling people how to do things. We were telling them what we saw. So when I sat there in big games, when I seen 5 50-year-old, 60-year-old dudes in Colombia beating up on one little 4-foot chica, I was like, that's fucking crazy. Why are we putting that online? You know what I'm saying? And flipping over and breaking tables and tearing up furniture. And I'm like, and y'all don't see nothing wrong. When we seen the stuff when we seen all the stuff, and I was like, I know everybody else see the same shit that I see. So why they act like they don't see it? Oh, don't worry about it. You dick. No, I'm not dick police. I'm like, why is people tearing up fucking Airbnbs in Colombia and think that that's not going to affect all of us?
See, my problem is they disrespect y'all. Like they call this man Peso Man ET, disrespect a black man. Peso Man was telling the truth, and Uncle Rick telling the truth. Like I don't like Buck, and I don't like games. I just don't like them. Keep it real. What man went to Sasua buy J Rilla a beer, stand behind the Chica a beer? That's my problem. And think about it. You disrespect Peso Man. I was down with you since day one. When I Tony Rome, I watched that content 20 times. And Peso Man should get credit for what he did. And I told him a long time ago, he the one started Razor Ray channel. It wasn't for Peso Man. Razor Ray wasn't shit. He ain't shit. I told people, Razor Ray ain't shit. He ain't shit. He don't care none about nobody. He's a user. He don't care about nobody but himself, his dirty ass.
Okay.
Now, when I went in on J Rello during the summertime, you came on my panel. You came on my panel and you said, Gans, you doing a good thing, God. Yes, I bought him a beer. I'm the one that came out and said I bought him a beer.
You
but
bought
guess
another
what?
man a beer?
That was
All them
before
fine women?
we all found out the
no.
type of fuck nigga that he is.
But why you bought a man a beer? You know what kind of dude he was. He
Hold
laughing.
on. I met up with Uncle Jay and Ronan in Sasua. I bought them shots of Mama Wana. This is just men buying men. This hold on. This is just men. This is just men buying around the beer. I don't know what you.
You got money in your pocket. You should buy your own beer. I ain't buy no man a beer. If you travel to DR, you should have money. I buy women's a beer. I ain't buy no niggas no beer. Let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? So if I buy you around a beer, if I buy you a beer, that makes me a bad dude? Answer the question. If I buy you a beer, does that make me a bad dude?
He dropped. I don't think so, but I get what he's saying. Can you hear me?
I get what he's saying too.
Okay. I'll make sure you can hear me. I get what he's saying, and like I said, I'm like kind of on the fence because I bought people a beer that people have questioned me about. So I'm certainly not gonna sit there and jump out there on the window on you. Oh, okay, that's Peso. All right. So I'm certainly not gonna do that. I get what he's saying, and I'm like split down the middle. Like Is the worst thing in the world? No. But do we need to be careful about our associations? Yes. Yes, I absolutely do agree that like I'm not gonna buy Jay Rello no fucking beer. And I'm not
No,
saying like Jay, you know, I don't know.
I would never buy him a beer again.
Right.
You know what I'm
Jay
saying?
Rello,
All these motherfuckers is fuck niggas.
right.
When you just hanging out, you at the bar, you know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers recognize you you think motherfuckers is cool. And
But
then
here's
you find out later on about them.
right, and here's the
See,
thing.
the thing is, like, a lot of guys
Mhm.
was like, they might have beef online, but when they see each other, it's like the tone changes,
Rico,
and it's like that's the problem where I can see King of Brooklyn is
Rico.
coming from.
Yeah, I'm
You
here.
don't
That's
think
where
he
the
about
King of
like that
Okay.
Brooklyn.
dude? He went to
Hold on,
Brazil.
Big
He
Dan.
bought a girl. He took a homeless woman.
I
He treated a
can't hear
homeless
what he's
woman.
saying.
He treated a
Hold on.
homeless woman.
Okay.
Homeless
All
in Brazil. Why you going to try to disrespect the woman online? That's my. I don't never like that big doofy dude. He supposed to be a pastor of a church and security guard. You took a
You talking
woman
about
in
okay,
Brazil.
hold on, King of Brooklyn. I know you talking about Big Boss.
Big boy, big
Right.
dummy. I call him
I
big
know.
dummy. I call him big dummy. And everybody support him and Razor Ray support him and stuff.
Right.
And everybody on Razor Ray show, how you went to Brazil and treat a woman, a homeless woman. I travel. Like I said, I never go to school because them niggas got no money. You got gold chain on. You got Jordans on. You own no property. You a bum. You walk around with joint sneakers on. $1,000.
Okay. I got what he's saying. And he's accurate. And this is what I'll say. Big Gans, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say this, right? And again, that's why I say it is a fine line between, you know, and I've been guilty of it. So I only don't. What? Can you hear me?
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, all right. Mute yourself, Buck.
My bad. I was
All right. Just so we can calm it down for that. Mute yourself, Buck. Thank you. So I'll say this. There is a fine line. I've been guilty of it myself, where, like, you know, like I said, never a J Rello, thank God. Because I if I did, this is what I would do. Okay, Gan. And I'll tell you this. This is and this is what I don't see in the space, right? And this is where I give Buck great props for. Buck has come up here and said, I did something and I was wrong for it, and I apologize for it, right? And people don't see the symbolism in the message of what he did. He publicly and openly admitted he was wrong about something. Most of us, if I do something, they don't want to admit it. They just no, fuck this shit. Rather than say, I always tell my kids all the time, look, if you shit the bed, just tell a motherfucker, hey, you know what? I shit the bed. I got it wrong. People will forgive you and move the right the fuck on if you would say that. But when you refuse to acknowledge it, what you're telling the person is, I didn't do it, number one. Then if you prove that I did it, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? All of this constant refusal to show remorse for what you did is the thing that make people not forgive you. So if I had bought Rello a drink and found out, but like, you know what, and I'm not telling you to do this, Gans, I'm not saying that. I would be like, you know what? You know, I shit the bed. I fucked up. I was wrong. Now that I know that motherfucker for what he is, I ain't gonna never do it again.
I said that.
That's it. No. I'm
That's
saying
all it is.
right, and I'm not saying that for you. I'm just saying that's how I tell people how you handle things moving forward. Most of us don't ever want to do that. Callie Black, I'm not protected. First of all, me and Razor never shared a chica, so there's nothing for me to protect Razor for. I promise you that. I don't share my chica.
Hey, come on the panel. Drop the link from him. He's kind of funny.
Right, but I'm just sitting there saying it's just funny. It's funny, like Peso. No, I fuck with Razor. I don't know why y'all. This is the hilarious shit, right? everybody's always trying to drive a wedge between me and Peso. I'm like, Peso been to my fucking house. He met my wife, my grandkids, my kids. What the fuck are y'all talking about? It's not gonna work. Y'all can say all this. I told Razor I'll be in DR February 4th through the 14th. I'm being Punta Cana. I'm going to Santo Domingo. I'm going to Santiago. I might hit Sosúa if I got a chance. If you niggas want to see me, I'll give you my motherfucking itinerary.
Uncle Rico, can I say one thing, Uncle Rico?
Chill.
Hang on one second, King. But I'm just sitting there saying is, and I don't know if Razor gonna be there or not, because the Super Bowl is February 8th. I said, if you there February 8th, give a nigga a holler, come on through. I'm not Peso daddy, he not my daddy. The point is, hang on one second. I promise, I'm gonna give it to you, King. We have an understanding. Y'all sitting there always constantly trying to twerk to create a division. Me and Peso are already talking about moving away from this, not moving completely away from the space, but further away from the space.
I'm doing the same thing, Rico.
Let me finish. To other things, but the fact that we'll still be here, keeping an eye, watching motherfuckers. And I'm not a Razor supporter. We've even had, me and Peso, we even had queued up, if we wanted to go further, a fucking show the flame Razor. And I was going to tell that motherfucker, we're going to flame your ass and bring his ass up to get fucking flamed. But we're asking ourselves, what's the point? Because you motherfucker, not the people here, but the people who support him, they going to support him any fucking way. So I'm like, we can flame this motherfucker to the end of time. Is it going to stop anybody? Because you know what we figured out is, the problem, as much as the problem is the YouTube content creators, it's the people that subscribe and support and listen to them. They're part of the fucking problem too. So how the fuck do I cuss out 15,000 subs to make them listen because they've never listened to us before? I don't know. I just really don't know. How do I cuss them out to make them say, hey, stop following this shit. This shit is garbage. This shit is trash. It's up your mind. I really do want to, but I just don't know how. And Peso still want to fight Razor. I was like, oh, Lord. Y'all fight when y'all see each other. Until then.
No. Uncle Rico, can I say one thing, Uncle Rico?
Yeah, hey, Rico.
What killed the most is
Rico, you could
hold on, Gans, hold on.
I can't hear him.
Hold on, Gans. Go ahead, King of Brooklyn.
So what killed the most is stuff, what y'all was doing. Now, this is for Buck. I don't like Buck ugly ass. Besides that point, you call this man. Listen, I had a problem with my wife. Peso had a problem with his wife. Maybe the cop called it on his woman. That make him a bad person, domestic violence. I got locked up because of my wife. That made me a woman beater. Peso man probably not a woman beater. Maybe the woman called the cops on him and lied on him. Y'all accuse this man, call him E.T. or ugly and stuff. He's a black man. He's a king. Every black man's a king. And my problem with Razor Ray, Peso man told him this. Why you got these young men who go in Colombia, tell him, he said, Cartagena, and all the men's getting unalive in Colombia. Now he learned for DC born Rob, he stole his swag, and everybody kissing Razor Ray ass like he's God, like Buck. He went to Jay Rello, you should stall a star, he's celebrity. Jay Rello, mother ain't shit, he ain't shit like his mama. Jay Rello ain't shit. His mama ain't shit. NYCD Future, he ain't shit like his mama shit. I keep it real. I'm a security guard and I'm proud. I'm a minimum wage guy and I got no criminal record. Buck said I had a criminal record. I don't have a criminal record.
Yeah, but you shouldn't talk about people's mothers who you don't know.
Hold on, big game.
Jay Rello. Jay Rello mama ain't shit. He ain't shit. Sue me. His mama ain't shit like him.
King of Brooklyn, can you pause for a minute?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, I mean, yeah, because I let you get it out, and you're right. You know, you're right about what you said, but we gotta allow somebody to retort or to respond to it. And you promised me you gotta keep it quiet, okay?
Yes, sir. All
right, thank you. All right, go ahead, big. And hold on. And with what he said, I think his energy is the energy that me and Peso has said. We have been very hyperbolic about shit we said. We go after people's mamas and I ain't saying a lot of times we were doing it just to be very satirical, to be a parody that. But go ahead. So we're gonna let Big Gans go back, and I'll let you know when you can reply, King of Brooklyn. Promise me you're gonna hold it, King.
Yes, sir.
Give me the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up. You're gonna hold it. No response.
Yes, sir.
All right. Don't say anything till I tell you you can. Go ahead, Big
Yes,
Gans.
sir.
Now, all I'm saying is the same thing I said with the whole Corey Holcomb situation. Leave people's kids and people's mothers out of it because they don't have nothing to do with it. 9 times out of 10, these people's mothers don't even know what they doing on YouTube or
So J
even
Rello
what
ain't
they
shit.
doing or even what they doing in these countries. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to say Jay Rello ain't shit, I'm with you on that. If you want to say
Hey, mama
Future
ain't
ain't
shit
shit,
too.
I'm with
Not
you on
fair.
that.
Hold on, Big
If
Gans.
you,
Okay.
Hey, King of Brooklyn. King of Brooklyn.
I'm
Promise
sorry.
me. You
Okay, I
promise.
promise. I promise you.
Okay, you got it. You got to come on, please.
Okay.
Please. You come on. You team Peso and Rico. Come on. It's hard. Trust me. It's hard for me. You got to promise. We're going to come back to you. And I'm going to tell everybody to be quiet when you talking. So,
Okay, sir.
okay. So hit your mute button and leave it on mute until I call you, please. All right. Go ahead, Big Gans.
Because Rico, you know this travel space is a small space. It ain't hard for you to see somebody in another country. So you can say whatever you want about me, but don't attack my family. Don't say nothing about my kids. Don't say nothing about my mother. Don't say nothing about my kid's mother. Because if you cross that line and I see you in that country, now you're gonna have to answer for them words that you spoke. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't play that. You know, like I said, this travel space is a small space. You say something about my kids, you say something about my mother, you're gonna have to answer for that. Go ahead, Rico.
Okay. Don't say anything, Brooklyn. Buck, you got anything to say? Because you're at. Let me say this. You're 1,000% right, Big Gans. I agree with you. That's why I tell niggas I'm touching down in the DR February 4th. February 4th. So anybody hearing my sound of my voice, I'm gonna be in the Dominican Republic February 4th to February 14th. I'm traveling the country. I'm definitely touching down in Punta Cana, La Romana, Baibe, Santo Domingo, Santiago, maybe if time permits, Sosua. I got 10 days. I ain't gonna be by myself. But if you want to see me, you see me. I promise you it won't turn out like it started out. But nonetheless, I'm there for a good time, have fun. My youngins, we really enjoy ourselves. It's a beautiful country, beautiful people. My Dominican friends over there, my Haitian friends, oh, they love me. I love them. It's fucking wonderful. And all this stuff that goes on out here. I'm sorry, travel techie. I'm gonna watch my language. Uh, but nonetheless, we'll have a wonderful time. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna try to show you guys how you can enjoy the country in a not even a highfalutin way, but in a respectful way. You can have fun, you can see things. It just doesn't have to be the way that it's been. But let Buck jump in, King, and then we're gonna come right to you. I promise you. Just give it. And that didn't kill you. This not gonna kill you. Go ahead, mute yourself for about another 30 seconds. King, go ahead, Buck.
Okay, you want to go?
No, you go, Buck.
No, I was gonna say, man, it's like you 100%, Rico. Yeah. Like I said, it's like I changed over time. You know what I'm saying? It's like I improved myself, got my finances right, start traveling to more, like I would say more like now I'm going to Europe more. You see what I'm saying? It's like I got my money up, enjoying more countries. And it's like this. I tell guys, there's other places than the big four. You know what I'm saying? And to me, you can't call yourself a traveler if you only going to like those big four, because you got to go. You know what I'm saying? You got to go all over the world. You know what I'm saying? You got to travel. Europe is like my spot right now, Rico. I love Europe. Like number one, it's safe. You don't got to worry about people like pulling up on you. You see what I'm saying? And it's like also the infrastructure is there. Like it's pretty much on par with the US. And it's like I'm more like kind of into that. I don't want to downgrade. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would I just go to a different country and just downgrade? Next on my list is Australia, New Zealand. Not a lot of people in this space go to New Zealand. Not a lot of people go to Australia. So I was saying it's like this guys just need to diversify and enjoy yourself. Also, don't put the mangoes out like that, bro. Don't put the mangoes out on public like that. This whole P for P and all that, this is always supposed to be on the underground, not even be talked about. Keep it between the people you know, and that's it.
Yeah, and if you want to talk about it on the internet, put the shit on members only.
Right. Hang on,
I mean, that bare minimum. Yeah, bare minimum. Do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Big Gans and Buck. I just want to address this comment. Peso, can you go to Rock City J? And you're right. Go to Trap City itinerary. Comment. You're right.
Khalil ain't shit for that comment.
hold on, Buck. Trap City, you're right. That's the recap that I'm just trying to let them know.
Yo, Buck is full of shit, man. Don't believe Buck. He's full of shit.
Hold on, Brooklyn King. 1 second. That's number one. See that recap?
You guys can hear me?
Hold on. Yeah, hold on, Buck.
I can't hear the panel right now. Let me drop on.
Okay, hold on. So what I'm saying is what the trap itinerary says, there it is. Nothing else needs to be said. Because trust me, this old motherfucker don't travel alone. I'm an old man. All y'all can whoop my ass. I have no doubt about that. That'll be just the beginning. End of that. Go to the next comment after that, Peso. Because I think this is important. The next one. Rock City J. Go to the next one. Because here's the point that I'm trying to say is, you're right. When you say, well, I teach you how to trick response. No, up to Rock City J after Trap City.
I can't hear nobody.
Okay. And this nigga, go out and come back in, Big Gans. If this is the point that you need someone to teach you how to trick responsibly, that is the problem. That's what's wrong with the space. Because no one should have to teach you how to do what you should already know. It just shouldn't. If you need to come to me, Peso, King of Brooklyn, Big Gans, or anybody to tell you how to go out and buy pussy without embarrassing yourself, you are the embarrassment. You are. Do you guys remember I told you guys about being self-aware? You can't buy pussy without exposing yourself to the whole wide fucking world.
But Uncle Rico, can I say one thing real quick?
Yeah, go
ahead. Can I say one thing? They was telling Jay Rillo how to get jobs. And Buck was telling him you should promote him. He was an NYC, that creepy no T NY Future on platform, telling him, yo, you should blow up. Buck is full of shit. That's what I'm saying. And number one, Big Game, I will never say about your family. We talking about Jay Rello. He ain't shit. His mom ain't shit. And I say sue me. Austin Howell ain't shit. They all not shit. They attack me for protecting Peso Man and Uncle Rico. I got caught. I got threats. I'm on Peso Man dick. They disrespect me and everything. And all come, Peso told the truth. I keep it real. Gangs, I'm from Brooklyn, gangs. Gangs, trust me, I'm not scared of you, gang. I don't do violence. I'm very intelligent, gangs. Trust me. I look good. I'm a bodybuilder. I don't do violence. I love black people. And what Peso Man and Uncle Rick was saying, do it quiet. Don't run your mouth. And that Philly Dum Dum, that was a great content. And BMT is full of shit. His gorilla ass. He full of shit. He should have he let Jay Rillo all them in that space. And Jay Rillo. And Jay Rillo said Austin and Kid Fakeness have put him on that space to go to Africa. And now everybody trying to run now because the shit getting hot now. Keep it real, big gang. Keep it real. Find another man a drain, a pedo.
King of Brooklyn. Hang on. And you know what? I'm okay. I'm glad you said that. Well, I'm not glad, but I mean, you said it. You told your truth, and you're right. I definitely agree with what you said. It was. Let me just tell you guys, it was hard out here for me and Peso in the beginning. Like you said, with what you went through, we endured it all. Oh, multiple channels getting shut down, threats, lawsuits, people wanting to dox you.
Hey, Uncle, I ain't gonna cut you off. Uncle Buck, Buck was telling them how to, Jay Rello, you should do this, Jay Rello. You should promote your thing. Now, you can look on the channel. He's on Platinum, showing him how to make the money. And they was helping him out how to build. You can't change that nigga. That nigga ain't shit. His mama ain't shit. Fuck Jay Rello.
Okay, King of Brooklyn. Look, and I love your energy. So I'm look, you always got a space over here. So people can get mad at you all at once, like, okay, but he's keeping it 100. He's keeping it 100 to where it was from the beginning. And you're one of the few people that showed up saying,
that's why he can't cut off. They cut me off. Angel show, he cut me off because they taking up for BMT, his little monkey ass. He the one promote Jay Rillo and they Austin Holland. Austin Holland is scared because he on that SD. Sue me or what? My face on here. I'm not scared. Austin Holland's going down. They all and Buck calling Peso Man monkey, gorilla. He got a criminal record because he had. You know what? I had a problem with my wife. I got locked up in jail. That made me a bad person. That domestic violence make you a bad person. We all go through problems in life. Fuck Buck. I don't give a fuck about them niggas there.
Listen, King of Brooklyn. Hold on. Now, mute your mic for a minute and hear me. Please. Okay, so I definitely, like I said, you're going to always have a space to sit here and speak your piece here. 1,000%. Me and Peso, we're not going to sit there and, because they want us to cut you off, but we're not going to do it. That's not what me and Peso are going to do. You're going to have a, like if we'll give Buck a voice, we'll give Gans a voice, we'll give everybody a voice, we're going to give you a voice. We're not going to sit there and tell you, oh, we will shut down. I'm like, no. I'm like, sometimes we have to pull you down, okay? King of Brooklyn. Sometimes we'll have to pull you down because, like, okay, you got to give us a minute to speak.
I got you now.
But for the most part, we're going to let you speak because, again, when nobody else was there listening to us, we know you was.
Took a Brazilian woman, use a Brazilian woman. He could have easily said, no, I ain't got no money. He gonna use her and put her on YouTube, and Razor Ray gonna come. He gonna put, what's in that big doofy nigga name? He gonna be a pastor of a church. He ain't no, I don't know what fucking name is. That big doofy ugly nigga.
I know. But and the fact wasn't even how he looked. The issue was he fucked over a homeless black woman. He exploited her. And he thought it was funny to say, I'm going to make her give me oral fellatio for $4. And he laughed about it. And then another black man, he put it up for fun. And I'm going to see what that, and shit like that. That was the thing that was like, why are we doing this? And people in the space promoted it. And they thought it was okay. So you're right. Like I said, it was done on Rays. It was done on Roller Tape. It was done other places. All of these places accepted it and said, hey, there's nothing wrong with it. Only me and Peso was calling the shit out. And we was like, this is bullshit. Well, I'm not going to say it was only us, but I know it was mostly us. I think there were a few other places because I think we picked it up from other places. But so I don't want to take credit from other people. But
and that Roller Tape, that girl was 14 years old. She ain't no 20 years old. She fought and they covered her up.
Okay, so you remember that. So you remember that one too, right?
I remember a long time ago, Peso
Okay.
Man getting no credit for blowing Razor Ray up. He the one blow Razor Ray up on that channel with Tony Rum, this dumbass nigga there, fall in love. And Peso Man killed it. I got antagonized. I got everything. I got Andrew. Andrew can hear this. He cut me off with these incel. You gotta go 30 miles. I was in DR. Them fat niggas don't get women in America. They go to DR get women. I seen them.
So you was at wait a minute. So wait. Hold on, King of Brooklyn. When was the last time you was in the DR? Give me. Okay.
I was in DR like a year ago. No, 2 years ago. I was dating a girl. I don't go for no hookers. I go for the culture.
Okay.
And I say I didn't know she was a mango. I didn't know that.
Okay,
I don't go for
no. Relax, King of Brooklyn. We're not. Because what I said to tell everybody is okay. Let me. Before you even say anything, let me say this. Okay. You listening, King of Brooklyn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, and I try to tell everybody, I'm like, look, like even when when Ulysses was up here earlier, and I'm trying to be careful with my language.
I got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
No.
sorry.
I know. I want you to hear me. I'm trying to be careful with my language because I don't want to say anything that's going to piss off anybody, right? So the way I look
let them be pissed off. Let them be pissed off.
No. But I'm saying the way I look at the DR is right. And like I said, my wife's Salvadorian. I met her in the States. We're in the United States. Okay, right. So we bought a house in the DR, and when I see guys going overseas in the DR, and from all my friends I talk to, is I always look at like Dominican women in the Dominican Republic. The majority, not all, they're either varsity or junior varsity. And when I say varsity or junior varsity, it says they sell box. Okay. So varsity is you sell box for a living. Junior varsity is you have a job, but you sell box on the side. And I put that in the 90 percentile. 10% of them don't sell box at all. Maybe 15, maybe 20. I don't know. My numbers could be off. But the overwhelming majority, when I got 5 sons, and I tell them before you get out the airport, somebody gonna try to sell you some box. It just that's the motherfuckers that work at the airport. They're gonna flirt with you, this or whatever. They're not varsity, they might be JV. Because the culture is, and that's not just the DR, that's a lot of Latin America. That's Colombia, that might be Brazil. That's going to be that's going to be the big 3. Because typically they know Americans or expats are coming down there for that reason, and they're looking to sell it.
And so that's what young so.
Yeah, like 90% of them, you either gonna meet somebody on the varsity squad or the JV, but they all selling pussy. I'm just gonna say that. It's to what level or what degree. I don't want to hear that bullshit about she's a doctor, I don't give a fuck what she does.
Thank you.
I don't care. If you're in Colombia, Brazil, the Dominican Republic, and maybe a few other Latin American countries, that is the reality. Because you're in a country where typically they're making $300 to $500 a month. I'm sorry. I didn't make this shit be what it is. It is what it is.
Number one, why do you run off the panel and somebody speaking the truth? The truth is, you can call this man all types of names. But potential, this man trying to tell people it's all right to travel, but keep it quiet. That's it. You call the man monkey, disrespect this black man. Peso Man's a good person. Now, Peso Man told the truth. I got called all kind of names. I got called. I said, this guy's a good guy. I say, Peso Man started a Razor Ray show. It went for Razor Ray show. Peso Man started his show going. And
So
Razor Ray is using people. It was a one guy on the show. He was happy to speak to Razor Ray. He was like, I'm glad to meet you. You are and this guy, big, super ugly, another ugly dude. He's a housing man in Brooklyn. And Pacer Man exposed him already. He disrespected the man, and the man was showing Razor Ray love.
let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this, King of Brooklyn. So what do you think about the guy in Brazil, Skylar the Ruin?
He's on that CD too. Well, that Rosa say on your channel, when you're on the brother channel, it's about to go down. Austin is finished. He's scared. He's scared. When I was on Austin ass, I got attacked. 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 Speak about the Peso Man. They say you're a Peso Man dick. You and Uncle Rico. They call you old dusty dirty nigga. They call you all types of names.
I know they did. They did. So what I mean,
Buck was on the channel on Platinum. Look it up, Platinum TV. Oh, Jay Rillo, you should do this. You should do this. Promoting this guy and this Marine guy. Help it. This Marine guy on Andrew's show. Help him get him a job. You got brothers in the Brooklyn. Jay Rillo a job.
A Marine.
Some guy on Andrew's show. Andrew probably here. I don't give a head or not. Andrew be cutting me off anytime. It's corny ass.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, so you say you follow Austin too, right?
Hell no. Well, I'm a follow.
You did. Okay,
no.
Hold on.
I never follow Austin. He fraud. I know he was a fraud. How I pay $500 for the fucking consultation? I go walk around and walk around the hood myself. Okay, some niggas $500.
Right, which I agree with you, right? I definitely agree with you that. Okay, so my question is, and I never got that, right? So like even like right now, right? Let's just take Austin for a minute, right? So wake the fuck up. So for example, right now, Austin is supposedly in Namibia, right?
I don't know where that nigga at, man.
No, but I'm saying he's supposed to be, I think that's the country, if I'm saying it right. And he got, and let me tell you, the young lady he's with, she's a for all the niggas who love Austin and fanboy over Austin, the girl he got, she's a very attractive young lady. She's a beautiful young lady. She's very pretty. She's very well spoken. She's very good for the camera.
She's probably a whole too.
Right. Exactly. So I'm not going through that shit, right? Right? Because again, I always tell people like you gotta read. What the fuck happened to you, Peso? Peso, where the fuck you at? So again, I want to say the young lady that he has.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
nigga, get in the conversation. She's a very beautiful young lady. She presents very well. She cleans up very well. She's everything that all you incels would love. She's incel fucking ice cream. And you incels are losing your shit over. Oh, Austin, you need to marry you. Because I be watching the comments, right? So believe it or not, I'm subscribed to Austin channel. So I'm not gonna tell you or not. And they be like, Austin, you should marry her. She's the real one. She real. But just for context, I follow Travelversity. And I see the same incels telling Travelversity he should marry a porn star. So I'm asking myself, oh, goddamn. One has a porn star. The other has one that's not been proven a porn star. And she's considered virtuous. So why are both of the people they choose viewed the same by the incel community? Somebody explain to me why Lucky in Thailand, which is Travelversity's girl, the porn star Lucky, is viewed the same as Z, who's Austin's girlfriend in Namibia. That's the colored. I'm gonna call her colored because that's some South African shit, and I don't know how Namibia does that shit. She's clearly biracial. She ain't 100% black. She ain't 100% African. So why does the colored in Africa, Namibia, get the same love as the porn star in Thailand? You incels got some explaining to do. Or do you motherfuckers just have no standards? You just want a big booty and you don't care who slut them out. That's my question tonight. Why is the colored or light skinned, whatever, okay, Khalil, why does the light skinned in Africa is looked at in the same favorable light as the Asian porn star that been slutted out in Thailand? Answer that, Khalil. Don't tell me just say light skin, nigga. Give me an answer. Tell me, why does the light skinned chick in Africa is looked at as the same way as the slut that got slutted out by the white boys, and I got the video to prove it, in Thailand? Because y'all champion them both equally. Don't get quiet. Come on, Khalil. I need you to come back with some intellectual honesty to tell me, well, Rico, you don't. Okay, tell me why. Tell me what I'm missing. What am I missing? Why a colored or a light skin in Africa is seen on the same level as a fucking slut that been slutted out by a bunch of fucking white boys and cream pied all by a gang of white boys in Thailand the same? What are we saying about us? Tell me, I'm confused. Was that too deep? That wasn't shallow surface enough? Okay, give me that. Write it again. You said, okay, you said you wrote the answer. I'm going back up. You said just say a light-skinned chick. That's the answer? The answer is a light-skinned black woman equates to a fucking Asian slut that got slutted out by all of fucking Europe. Cream pied in the face, fucked every way south to Sundays, and a nigga can come behind them and eat her fucking nasty ass snatch out. A light-skinned black woman from Africa equates to that, Khalil. Like Buck says, hit the panel and explain yourself. Because we got the receipts. I don't have no receipts on Z. Maybe she was slutted out that way. I ain't synced it yet. But I synced it on Lucky. So why do the incels look at them both the same? That's my question. Oh, okay. Drop the link, Peso. Now, regardless of the female background. Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. See, that's the problem. Drop the link, Peso. Drop the motherfucker. Link coming. There's the link. There's the link. So you're telling me, regardless of her being a whore, listen to what you wrote, Khalil. Hey, highlight Khalil's post. Let's unpack this. Let's unpack this, Khalil. And I'm not attacking you, but I want us as men to unpack what we're saying and to unpack why. Why is it that we can look beyond? Because again, Z, who I don't know, but from everything I've seen so far, I haven't seen any history of her being slutted out by anybody. White, black, Africans, nobody. Maybe she was. I haven't seen any evidence of it. So we're going to forgive Lucky's past transgressions, even though that's something that in this space, remember, they've talked about body counts. They talked about so is being a slut traditional? Remember earlier tonight we were talking about traditional. Is that part of traditional? You mean a woman she been slutted out by a gang of fucking Europeans? I'm just asking, not accusing. So we're going to forgive all of that because she grew on us. Is that what we're saying? I'm just asking. We're going to forgive all of that because exactly. So again, and Jabari, New York, I don't know if Z Father and I know Khalil is ducking us. It's fine. You know, you duck it because again, like I said, I ain't got no smoke for you, brother. I'm just sitting there saying this. You have to come up and explain to me why your argument is if one person grows on us, which again, I think Lucky has grown on me too. And every time I see her, I think about that video. And I think about the same thing that them white boys was thinking about, right? So, you know, nobody, it's like when I look at a video of somebody thinking their favorite star.
Press 2 if you want to.
Go ahead, Peso.
Press 2 if you want to smash Lucky, because I know some of you guys want to smash Lucky. Press 1 if you want to smash Kate. Because I know y'all can't wait to smash Kate.
You got to understand, I ain't smashing no one. HIV and STD is real. I ain't smashing none of them nasty ass, them past Thailand woman. Number 2, he's a rainbow. He's a Diddy boy. Austin is a Diddy boy. He don't care about women's. They cry over Austin. He's everybody who follow Austin, they Diddy boys. That's it.
You heard that, Austin? I know you're listening, or you will be listening.
I got attacked by Austin. I got attacked by Austin. Oh, he cute. Everybody say he's a man. He ain't no man. I swear he worried. I can't wait till Floyd talk on SD. But what's his name? Pink hair Floyd. He gonna sue someone. How you sue someone that I don't got shit? You take your and what's his name? Skylar the bitch. Once you ran and leave your apartment, you got a PlayStation, you got rules. Your ass going down. Rest of the crew. Fuck the Passport Brothers.
So my question to you guys are, which country, if you had to pick a country, it could be multiple countries, which, I got you, I see your backyard life. Which country would you, if you had to, pick a wife? It could be even America. Where would you pick a wife? What? Because all you guys are such experts. Because you guys, I've been reading your comments and stuff, and all of you guys are experts apparently. So let me ask you this question: if you had to pick a wife, which country would you pick her from?
America.
Yeah. You hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, brother. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, Rico, this is what I'm saying. Yes, the girl Lucky has a past. But after watching her for a while, people tend to forget about the past and go with the future. She seemed like she was fun on some of the videos I seen, and she wasn't a bad looking lady. So people gonna forget about the past. I'll give you an example. Cherokee the Ass is on Instagram, and I started following her. I don't even though she did all those videos, I don't even think about that stuff. I look at the fun she's having on Instagram and take it for what it is right there. I'm not saying I will wife her up, but
So
some
she did.
dudes,
So she done
that's,
left the industry. She done left the industry.
it looked like she did, because she looked like she's
Cherokee.
trying to be a mother and look like she's looking for a husband. And she still got that big ass too. God damn.
Okay. Well, hey, Cherokee, if you listen, Cherokee, if you're listening, I want to be a simp. Put me on the
You'll forget about the past,
put me
right,
on the
Peso?
road. I'll be a simp for about at least for 6 months. At least for
Oh,
6 months. You put me on
hold on.
a
Hey,
6
so
month contract.
give me a minute, right? Okay. Back and look, here's the deal, right? Backyard. Just for this is the crazy part about it, right? I told people from the beginning, this is the part of the issue I had, right? And this is why I struggle with having respect for Travelversity. Is I told him, and Peso will tell you, it's on a video. I told him a long time ago, I was like, you need to marry her. He needs to marry her, because when you, as a young man, what is the one thing you always say, Backyard? If you introduce him to your mother, what does that mean?
You marrying, you should marry her.
Thank you. He done had Lucky and his mother eating roaches together. So I'm like, you've already jumped the broom. You've done that, right? He done been to her village, all this. So I was like, and my thing is like, like T-Pain made the song, I'm in love with a stripper. Hell, I'd have been in love with a stripper. I believe sex work is work. I believe in all that. My issue is, I don't want to be honest with you. I'm probably more Team Lucky than I am him, because I feel like while he's done a lot for her, he absolutely has. But I was like, how could you do all that? He's benefited from her. What he wants mostly is fame, validation, adulation, and he gets it from this space, not because of him, but because of her. She's a nice looking woman, like you said, Cherokee the Ass, right? Ain't nobody sitting there looking at her because of her mind. Ain't nobody listening to her because of nothing she got to say. I know who you're talking about. I go all the way back to Pepper, back in the old not the Hustler magazine, the Players magazine.
Are they still
That's how old
together?
I am.
Are him and Lucky still together? Because I haven't seen they don't come in the algorithm no more.
Yes, him and Lucky together. Hell, shit, he done traveled halfway around the world with her.
His channel grown?
Barely. But his channel has only grown because of her, not because of him.
Oh, so he's making a profit off of her then.
Sure. And I feel like, okay, you owe her a wedding and you've already done everything. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. And there's nothing wrong. My thing is this, okay? If I had went to Thailand and I had been him at that age, I would have wiped her up and I wouldn't have been on YouTube. Y'all niggas would have never seen me. I'd have been somewhere in the cut, happy as I could be. That's just what I would have been. Because I don't
do that, Rico.
You can.
He cannot do that, Rico, because
he can't do it because
he needs some shit. No, well, that might be one thing too, but he can't do it, Rico. He can't work in Thailand.
Well,
he's not a citizen.
Right, but I'm not even talking about the working. What I'm saying is there's a lot of guys that go over to Thailand, get them a boo, no matter what her history is, and we don't know anything about it. And they are happy as a pumpkin boy sound. They just happy. And I'm like,
what do you think about this what do you think about this comment, Rico?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this comment?
Yeah, that's what I think it is. Promoting, but that's the and tell me if you know about this Black Life. That this shit here This applies to in the DR, Giamo. I don't know if it's somebody that you guys support, like, or whatever. I've always told Giamo, you got to stop promoting. You're promoting soft porn.
That's the dude who used to give out the phone numbers, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And he got the Patreon. He got the OnlyFans. He fucking him in the Pooh Shiesty mask, all this shit. And like, you doing porn, bro.
You was a member of his OnlyFans?
No, but I know he has it because he promotes it. He promotes it through his YouTube and his Patreon.
Oh.
And then when you click on the Patreon, it get all the other links. Just like the fucking OnlyFans chicks do. When they do their all my link shit, and then you see all the links, like, oh Lord, them mother got Twitter, they got, they got Instagram, they got OnlyFans, they got whatever other shit they signed up with, where they're trying to get you to come into. And then people tell me and send me shit. So I was like, okay, these, but I'm not gonna knock them for it, but it's just the fact that, like, this is what you're doing. And you can't say, okay, you're not doing that. And, I used to say, and I still do believe it is a certain level of exploitation, but I'm not even going to care about that. My issue is why y'all pretending like you. And so in other words, with Travelversity, right? I don't think Lucky, to be honest with you, I got more respect for Lucky than him. Because Lucky is she's a poor girl from a poor country. I'm not mad at her. Whatever she did, she had to do. I think she got a kid. He never said she had a kid. He never said she does. But it's hard for me to believe that she ain't got no kid. I think there's a kid somewhere. We just ain't never seen it. I don't need to see it. So she doing what she got to do to feed her kid, feed her family, this, that, whatever. And my only issue with the guy, that I think the kid name is Ja, right? That's supposedly his real name. He done had his mother on his channel, his mother from America. I ain't never asked to see her. You go to his channel, he got his mother. My point was why are you? My only issue with him was when I
can't hear him.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, maybe he can't. But to the chat, my only issue.
Okay, we can hear you. Go ahead. Keep talking. We can hear you.
My only issue with Ja was when I first ran across Travelversity was he was shitting on black women in the States, right? And my issue was, how you gonna shit on black women in the States when you with a whole ass porn star? So it goes back to what you said, Backyard Life. If I'm with Cherokee the ass, how am I gonna say black women ain't shit? That just don't make sense to me. If I'm with a hooker, I can't say black women ain't shit. I just can't. I mean, it's just crazy to me. Somebody explain it to me.
That's why Yoga faggot ass was saying black women wasn't shit. His crackhead self. They caught them niggas smoking crack. Yoga's a piece of shit. He talking about black women ain't shit. He's a crackhead. Talking about he martial art. He martial art, get his ass kicked.
Well, we don't want to go around spreading rumors. We haven't seen the tape. We haven't seen Yoga with a stem in his mouth. So we're not gonna kind of put that on Yoga. Yoga is an attention seeker. That's all I know.
No, nigga, we gonna put it on him because I believe it. I don't have to see it. I believe it. That nigga act like a crackhead.
Yo gonna say black women ain't shit. The European, and I will tell you, something Buck is nice. Buck is not nice. He went on platinum thing, hyping Jay Rilla up. They get Jay Rilla a job.
Okay.
Hey, how about this? How about this? How about this? for all you guys out here that got beefs with each other, we gon' we gon' we gonna try to promote and get together, and we gonna have a Passport Bro
Smoke
boxing
show.
match.
Yeah,
That's
smoke
what we're
show.
gonna have. We're gonna have a Passport Bro boxing match. We want everybody that wants to participate to go to Passport Bro at Gmail. I'm sorry, Passport Bro Police at Gmail, and we gonna sign up and tell us who you wanna take on, because apparently all you guys got beefs with each other. So
Hey,
the
Peso man, I
easiest
don't
way
got
to
beef,
solve
Peso
this
man.
is you go
I
you
don't
go
got
down.
beef, Peso man. They got online. They playing two sides to every story. They got on platinum line, giving this man a job. They talking about, and this guy, I think Rico was on that line. Oh, we trying to help him out. You can't help this nigga out. J. Rel ain't shit. He ain't shit. He gonna be shit. He ain't shit. BMT ain't shit. These niggas ain't shit. That's what it is. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. And BMT, he should know better and telling people to go on there because he want to make money. And Razor Ray promoted Colombia until you got on his ass, and all them people got unalive in Colombia. And you had to pull on Razor Ray. Now he changed the narrative story around. Don't go to Cartagena. All them brothers got unalive in Colombia because you got on his ass, Peso man. I don't like what they did to you. They call you all types of names. That's very disrespectful to a man that served the country.
That's the point. Unfortunately, when you get on social media and you put yourself out there to be name called, to people to say stupid stuff that's not true. So that doesn't matter to me. I have thick skin. I've been roasting since I was a little kid. So it really doesn't. That doesn't mess with me because that comes with the territory. Unfortunately, so you have to roll with it. When you sign up for any of these social media platforms, that's in the fine print. And you don't see it; it's invisible, but that's in the fine print where people are gonna troll you. People are gonna say nasty things about you, whole 9 yards. So unfortunately, that's how we are when we can hide behind avatars and stuff like that. But like I said once before, everybody has beef with each other in these YouTube streets. The only way we can sell it is put on the gloves. We can have an annual Passport Bro beef boxing match in let's say the DR. All the hookers that you can have, all the beans and rice that you can eat, all the burritos you can eat, and we can put on the gloves and we can strap it up. Where you at, QB Willie? You said that you wanted some beef. We can go to the DR. We can most definitely go to the DR. Razor Rays, Big Boss, Austin Holloman, No Excuses, whomever. But like I said once before, we've got to the 2:30 mark, and we're gonna shut this down because your brother got to go get something to eat.
You
Because
Peso man,
your
I'm
brother
glad to
is
have you,
hungry right
Uncle
now.
Rico,
We've
back.
been on
I'm
this
glad to have you
live for
back.
2 hours. We didn't even.
I'm glad to have you, Uncle Rico, back, and I'm glad you're back. I'm glad. Save the
Oh,
kids. Save the children, man. Save the children. Save the children, man. Okay, one love. Uncle Rico, I love you, man. I love you, Peso, man. No Diddy.
Hey, look, King of Brooklyn, thank you for coming up. We definitely appreciate your support 1,000%. Don't change who you are, like you said, because they went after us and we never changed who we were. I changed a little bit, but not a lot, because I still believe in what
But
I
Uncle
believe in.
Rico, Bunk is full of shit. They giving J Rillo a job. They giving consultation to J Rillo. I can't believe it.
Look, let me tell you, I love your passion. I agree with it. And I have the same
Fuck
passion.
BMT. BMT's a piece of shit. His monkey ass.
Hang on, King of Brooklyn. I got the same passion that you had. Peso got the same passion. We've worn down a little bit because it's a bit exhausting, and I'm just trying to tell you.
But I love. Put that video on with Philly Dumb. Put that video with that Todd Love. That was a great video a long time ago. I watched it 20 times and they shut it down.
Hang on,
Philly
we'll go
Dumb,
back and we're gonna revisit it, because again, like I said, even with the Philly Dom video, people who are fans and supportive of him is again, and even Philly Dom didn't understand what we were trying to say. We weren't trying to demonize him. We were just sitting there saying,
I
brother.
demonize his raggedy ass. He put fame over the children. Fuck him.
Right, exactly. And that was the point we were trying to say. We were trying to say you can't put trying to be a YouTube content creator over supporting your kids. You came out and said that you needed money to provide assistance to your child, and we were saying go back and get a fucking job, like we would tell any young man.
Well, he listened to y'all. He
absolutely
went and got a job in a meat factory in
That's
Alaska.
but Black Light. This is what we're saying is at the time. Hear what I'm saying is at the time we did the video, Philly Dom came out on the video. We didn't make it up. We took what me and Peso do is we take what niggas say themselves. He was walking on the video crying, saying he wasn't making enough money off of YouTube and he needed his subs to provide him more money to help him pay his child support.
Oh, damn.
Yes, that was, I'm not making this shit up. And we was like, what the fuck? When I had to pay my child support, I didn't get to beg nobody. I had to work. That was what the context was. People took it out like we were bullying. I'm like, bullying in my ass. I was a single father with 2 kids and still paying child support. No one gave a fuck. I had to work. So that was the issue. So we called that out like, Philly Dom, you can't be walking around down the street begging YouTube subs to help send money into you to help you pay your child support so you can keep YouTubing. That was the context.
I thought the dude had a baby overseas only or something.
He did. And he wasn't making enough to send her money in Belize.
Oh, shit,
Do you understand?
Idea.
It was in Belize. She needed more money. He wasn't making enough because he wasn't making no money off of YouTube. So his crying was, I'm not making no money off of YouTube. We was like, bring your ass back to America and get a job. Now, is that making sense?
Nah, that's good advice.
But we got demonized for saying that.
And he did take your advice because he got a job in Alaskan fish factory.
Right. He eventually took it.
It took some time.
But we got beat up for saying that. Like, nigga, you need to come back and get a job and take care of your kid. That was all it was. That's all we've ever done.
So he only had kids, and he had kids in America and kids.
No, only in Belize. He had 1 kid in Belize only.
Oh, you got to send her about $500 a month.
He couldn't do it. He wasn't making no money off of YouTube. We was trying to tell him, stop with the dumb YouTube shit and get a regular fucking job and take care of your kid. That was what we said.
Making money. He was making money, but you got to understand something. The traveling is expensive. Going from country to country is very expensive. So his expenses were more than what he was bringing in. You know, he probably was supporting this kid, but he could, that extra $500-$600, yeah, it wasn't enough to, you know, because traveling is expensive. You got hotel, you got lodging, you got food, then you got to go around and shoot the footage. So he needs equipment, and then he has to take in his bills across, you know, where you know, because you leave the country doesn't mean that you don't have any bills, anything. And I think the number one thing people have to understand is with these content creators, you know, it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money to travel. That's one of the big things people have to understand.
Hey, man, can I say one thing? Can I say one thing if I go? I'm gonna let the people know, when you got domestic violence on your charges, it don't mean you a bad person. She can lie on you. Peso man, I know you ain't did nothing wrong. They say you hit the woman. I got domestic violence charges. She cheated on another man. I'm just saying. I know. I'm just saying, Peso. I didn't say you, Peso man. Listen to me, Peso man. When people like this ain't collusion about domestic violence on mans, you gotta understand this. Domestic violence means that You walk away. She got you locked up. She lied. They put domestic violence. So nigga got to get this twisted. You hit a woman. It's not that true. Some men never hit a woman and got locked up in jail. So nigga, stop putting domestic violence as a bad charge on mans. And there's some good mans out there. That's what I want to say. I love you, Rico. I love you, Peace Man. To have your back. Happy New Year. I'm glad to have your back. Peace Man and Uncle Rico is back. Batman and Robin. Peace.
All right, peace out, man. Peace, man. Peace.
That's that cocaine, man. That motherfucker extra hype. That ain't just no wild.
Hey, you have closing words, brother?
What you say?
It's cocaine is a hell of a drug. But hey, you have any closing words?
Hold on. But I did want him to, I did want him to, just to make sure that you understand the situation with Philly. Because I mean, like I said, and to be honest with you, I like Philly Dom. I like him. I think
we don't hate Philly Dom.
No, I think he was doing some good work, but we were holding everybody accountable. My brother Big J got in my ass. That's how I got the name Uncle Rico, because he was calling me Uncle Ruckus and shit, right? But because there was a lot of people like Philly Dom, I think he's Haitian American. He's actually one of the good content creators, but he could never get motion because what Philly Dom didn't do was he didn't show a lot of women like a lot of them did. And he didn't understand how the YouTube game worked. So he was trying to be in the vein like Ace Live.
Yeah, but he didn't show the women. And Ace got a more of a bubbly personality.
Yeah.
And he smiled a lot so he could cross over to a white audience.
Yeah, he was trying that, but it wasn't popping. And again, like I heard Ace and Check pop behind doing the TNA, a lot of bitches in the beginning. Yeah. And then they flipped it. I did see Check at the beginning where he was showing a lot of women, then he kind of flipped it. So I never saw Ace do it, but I don't know. You know, I wasn't around that long.
He just hang out with women and have a good time with them, which is entertaining.
Right.
I watched one when he was in Thailand somewhere. That was a pretty good show with some light-skinned chick. She wasn't the best looking chick, but she had a great outgoing personality to capture the audience, and she had a nice smile.
Right. And then you watch like when I watch Philly problem, I think like he'll go a lot, like especially like when in the DR.
He's too laid back, man.
Yeah, he does. It just
too fucking laid back.
It just doesn't pop. And I was like, and then when he went back to the States, he did a little bit of, he got a little bit of motion behind going to Philadelphia, watching the drug dens. He was showing the crackheads and shit.
And he was messing with the illegals in New York.
Right. He got a little bit, right. He got a little bit of motion with that, and it went dead again. And that's my whole point was, I was like, dude, because I think he said at the time we went at him, he had an 8-year-old son. I'm like, Philly, I'm a father. Okay. Nothing, all this shit you doing, none of this shit is gonna be more important than being a father. You got a kid in Belize. Okay. What I'm saying is, don't you ever neglect your child for fucking YouTube. You're trying to get big on YouTube. I get that. But if your son in Belize that's 8 years old needs his father and needs his father's support, that's got to come first. So if you got to come back and get a fucking job, you come back and get a job. Fuck this. Because I don't think he's ever going to blow up on YouTube anyway.
Nah, he don't have the he
don't have it.
He don't have the it factor. He too laid back, not enough outgoing, not enough a people person.
Right. But why so why fuck up your relationship with your child by not providing for him? At least provide for him. I'm like, because you know what I sat there and told him I didn't understand this. He kept going to all these other countries. I was like, nigga, I don't know nothing about Belize. How about you go and travel with your son around that country?
Now that probably would have got us some. That would have got us some.
Right. But he was on the whole wanting to. because I think he got caught up into everybody gets caught up into the passport bro wave. And the passport bro wave is Colombia. Everybody believes you got to do Colombia, Brazil, the DR. And I'm like, you know what? You can go to a regular country and say, you know what? Me and my son, this big ass country, we're going to go from city to city to city to city in this one country. And you don't even have to leave the country and show us everything. Nobody does that. Has anybody shown you all of Colombia?
Nah, only thing I know is if I ever go to that country where to get the hookers, get the
Medellin, exactly. Medellin and
that's
Cartagena. That's it.
All I know where to get the females at. I don't know no monuments and nothing in there.
Right. Has anybody shown you all of the DR?
No. Just the basic spots. You know.
Niggas ain't even shown you all of Santo Domingo.
Nah, they ain't really showed nothing.
Nothing. Niggas ain't shown you all of Brazil. You know, Rio and maybe Salvador. That's it.
This was the first time I ever seen Gans get chased off a channel before, man. I ain't never see that before, man. I'm kind of disappointed in him. We let the Brooklyn dude chase him off the channel. And he act like something was wrong with his sound, and all of a sudden he ran off.
That's my thing is, if you ask a nigga like, okay, tell me about Thailand, can they tell you about anything other than Pattaya?
Now, I learned a lot about Thailand by watching the Ace dude. I could honestly say that.
But
all the other guys, nah, it's just
what they tell you about?
The only thing I know is Soy 6, 808 Club.
Exactly.
Soy 6, 808 Club. That's the only two things I know about Patty Howe from everybody else. And you didn't heard the same story from the same 15, 20 guys.
And that's the problem, is that if we're always stuck, and it's like, and then like I said in Tulsa, like somebody said earlier, right? So I sit there and I was watching like the Zoom. I was like, and I watched 15, 20 Thai.
How the hell he's still surviving, man? He's surviving off of them 60, 65-year-old men that don't know no better.
Right. But then I watch all them and like everybody's about Pattaya. And then I was like, all that shit sound good. And you know all I gotta do is click over to the white boy channels. I hear a completely different story. So I look at Thai Talk with Dan, Irish Times. They telling me about motherfuckers jumping off the roof, killing themselves.
Now let me ask you a question. With the black men going to Thailand and the white boys going, why do the black dudes respect the Thai pros and the white dudes know what it is?
Because here's the difference. The one thing
is it something in us that I'm gonna say us because I'm black too. I'm Black American, pure Negro.
We simps.
Exactly.
Because I always see the white boys treat them like they meet them like you're supposed to.
But here's the difference: is part of the difference is that and I started like damn, I was trying to figure it out. Was it's they're just like there is the situation where black men, we do the fetishizing. You know how they say, like, you know, they'll tell you, oh, they love black, you know, Asian women love black men. It's called fetishization, meaning people look at something as unusual as exotic. So
we have fetishized so much over them that we forget about their occupation and what they are.
And niggas do.
That's crazy.
Yes, niggas do. That's the whole point. Niggas completely forget she's a hoe because we've never, you know, you done left from America, from the South, whatever. All you ever been around black women, and now a lot of niggas barely even indulge with white women. Now you're over in East Asia, and you're indulging with Asian women. And it's like, oh my God, you know, because we've been led to believe that these were something exotic, special, which when they were talking about these women, they weren't talking about these women, they were talking about Asian women.
Yeah.
What happens is, and when we go to like Pattaya, what the Richie Max and them don't tell you is this, and I learned this from the Tyrus Times and them. It's like Asian hookers are different. You got black Asian hookers and you got white Asian hookers. White Asian hookers ain't fucking with no niggas. Black Asian hookers don't get to fuck with no white boys. Literally, if you go to Pattaya.
So we get in the bottom of the barrel, you say?
Yes, always.
God damn.
That's just so when you see the Luckies, ain't a white boy in Thailand gonna touch Lucky anymore. It's the same way we say, like in the States, the white girl and she have a black baby. What white man ever gonna fuck with her again?
Yeah, I see what you say.
What white? I mean, let's just keep it a buck. When Karen goes out and fuck a nigga and had that black baby, that bitch is tarnished for life. White men don't want to have nothing else to do with it. Asian men are the same way. Oh, you done had nigga dick in you? Oh, we don't want you. Not only do the white men don't want to have nothing to do with it, the Asian men don't want to have nothing to do with it either. I ain't about to stepdaddy that little half black bastard. They're not gonna do it. And it's known over there if you a nigga whore. It's known. They may not use those words, but it's known. So L, good luck. She been all over YouTube. Nah. Lucky, good luck. She already know where her stock is. I gotta be with a nigga. She don't have no other choice. What white boy gonna want her? As she been laid up being slutted out by this nigga. If I don't want him in the States, what the fuck I want this bitch over here for? Where's she gonna go? You tell me where she gonna go. She's been all over YouTube. What white man or what fucking Thai man gonna touch her for the rest of her life?
Does that just apply to Thai women, or apply for DR women or Colombian women too, or just for Thais?
All Asian women.
No, just all Asian women. Once they get touched by
all Asian women and all white women. It depends on like the Colombian one. If she's I'm gonna say if she's a white Colombian, yes, it applies.
Oh, okay.
You know, now like Colombia, when you get to Latin America, and a lot of women are white and black, so it's not just nationality. So if she's black, if she's a black Colombian or a black Dominican, she's already a nigga chick. Period. And the white men don't want to fuck with nothing that no nigga done touched. That's all there is to it. We know that in America.
Yeah.
If a white man gon' fuck with a Colombian or a Dominican, he better not been with no nigga. And if they find out or believe she's been with one, they don't want to fuck with her no more. So then she becomes a nigga bitch. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to say it that way, but I'm like, yeah. So when they get mad, I was like, yeah, y'all in Asia fucking with the nigga whores. Y'all fuck with the ones that only. That's why you'll see them with they got braids in their hair, and they're doing all the and they got all the urban wear. Those are the nigga whores.
And the tattoos.
Yeah, they the nigga whores. You don't see the ones fucking with the white boys look like that. Am I making it up?
Nah, as I you're right about it. As I do see white channels, they Thai chicks don't have no tattoos.
They don't have that.
They don't look like they've been hanging out in the streets.
They just don't have that.
They get a different. They must got a Soy 15 just for that.
Yeah,
because they don't got the same chicks. I admit that.
They just don't, and it's just like I'm like, and I'm not, I'm not, and then the same brothers again are fighting over them.
Yeah, you got the TMIs that's down there.
Oh God, don't even start to talk to me about him and we gonna eat raw box. And I ain't gonna talk to you about your boy Flight Madness, the nigga from China that's eating raw box and getting STD tests. Am I making that up?
Nah.
Am I making it up?
No.
Everybody want to sit there and kick me in the ass and tell me I'm being egregious and I'm talking shit. And I'm like, you get a nigga that sit here that's fucking Chinese whores with no condom and eating their box and constantly getting STD tests. This is your fucking spokesman. Are you serious? He can't even tell a nigga to put a rubber on.
Yeah, they bugging out down there in Thailand. They make me know I'm not even going there.
Right. And don't even let me touch on the fact that Thailand is just to keep it a buck. Thailand is the #1 country in the world for PDFs. Am I making that up?
No.
And also #1 country in the world for lady boys.
Yeah, it's well, we finding out now why a lot of reasons these guys are traveling. A lot of them has got a fetish for younger girls.
And chicks with dicks.
And that too.
Niggas don't want to say that. But I'm like, these niggas know. They're not getting tricked. So when niggas sit there and talk about, oh, I got tricked. No, you didn't. You didn't. You had a suspicion. It just is. And like, look, bro. And the thing about it is, this is the thing, right? This is the thing that gets me is I'm like, the reason why I know y'all niggas accept it, because niggas is accepting the shit here in the States. You go to Atlanta, niggas ain't even hiding the shit no more. You got niggas in I'm again, anybody from ATL and another place, DC. I'm up here in DC, LA. Like you got niggas wearing skirts. It's like they accepting this shit. So, and these are niggas I'm talking about. I ain't talking about white boys. These is niggas that sitting here with the chokers and shit. They got the choker chains. Like when I start seeing that, I was like, oh shit. Okay, let me shut the fuck up before I get my ass whooped. Because these motherfuckers, they just saying it's okay with it. And don't even go into what you see the shit online. Niggas not hiding it no more. So I'm like, now you want me to believe niggas ain't traveling for it? Niggas is doing it here in the States. Stop. So when I sit there and say, like, I have no interest in Asia, and I'm not saying they got punks in Brazil, they got them in Colombia, they got them in the DR. So I'm not gonna tell you they don't have an attempt, because they do. But it's much higher in Asia, particularly Thailand, because that was the place that blew up for the most. But I was like, niggas is just on that kind of time now. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm gonna shut the fuck up and respect. That's just where they at. But if we go back to what we always was talking about, it's like, it's just kind of crazy. I don't know where else to go with it. It's kind of crazy. But people are pretending like they don't know. I'm like, they know.
I truly believe in the next few months we're gonna see some changes and some cleanup of it.
By who?
Just by the community. I believe people are gonna get tired of it, and probably with another big arrest, which I believe is coming down the pipeline, probably by March or April.
Really?
It's definitely gonna change.
Who you got catching a case in the next month? What country? Tell me what country.
I believe something's gonna. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I believe a Negro. It might be a immigrant Negro, somebody from the Caribbean or Africa, but a Negro.
What country is the case going?
Thailand. I believe Thailand. A case is gonna be caught in Thailand.
Okay.
I believe. I don't know who, but I believe Thailand is the spot that something's gonna happen.
Okay, I got to think about it. I mean, it's possible. Absolutely. Thailand is ripe. I think they all ripe. But shit.
Because sometimes these guys that be out there for that BS get a little too comfortable.
Ooh, shit. Damn,
doing,
damn, goddamn, you
do,
got me thinking.
doing what they do.
Yeah.
Get a little too comfortable and forget that they're Americans.
Yeah. You got me thinking because that was the thing. Me and Peso years back, I had huge, massive fights about telling bros that, like, look, you American, you ain't Thai, you ain't Brazilian, you ain't Dominican, you ain't Colombian. I don't give a fuck what they do. And niggas argue with me, fought me, kicked me in the teeth, in the head, in the ass. They kicked me everywhere they could to tell me, Rico, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. When we go to these countries, if I go to Mexico, I only got to follow Mexican law. I said, no, nigga, let me explain something to you. When you leave overseas as an American, you got to follow American law. They can fuck all the kids they want. We can't do it. Stop telling people this shit. But people was like, oh man, they fought me to death.
Yeah, when you hear somebody arguing over something like that, that's why you know they you know how they get down.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
they so aggressive about an age number, and you're like, yo, why is he so aggressive about being with a teenager?
Yeah, they fought me to death about that, to the point where they made me pull up receipts, everything. I'm like, no, we can't. It's called extrajudicial. The American law follows you. You can't. And I mean, oh no, I'm like, all right, okay. And I'm trying to warn people that would listen, like, look, don't listen to these motherfuckers. They're gonna get your ass locked up. You gonna, and if they don't lock you up over there, they're gonna lock you up when you come back.
Yeah.
Don't do it. And I can't tell you, but motherfuckers talk about killing me and everything else. And I was like, y'all are giving out horrible information. So I don't know. You know, I'm still at the same place we always was. Me and Pace are gonna continue to stick with it. But definitely, brother, appreciate you coming up. And again, like I said, you know, I look to get pushback on. I look for somebody to come up, kick me in the ass, tell me where I'm wrong. Because either I expect to have to substantiate and validate my position, or you sit there and show me where I'm wrong and then be like, hey, damn, I got some new information. I didn't know that I was wrong. Let me shut the fuck up, grow up, and move on.
All right, brother. I'm about to call it a night.
All right.
Hopefully you'll let me on your channel again. It'll be a little bit earlier.
Oh, definitely. Thank you. You know, appreciate you coming up. Definitely enjoyed hearing your voice, your feedback. And please comment on the video. Tell us what we got right, what we got wrong. Kick us in the ass, educate us, and feel free to share with anybody. And you know, we're an open book.
All right, peace, Rico.
Enjoy
your day, brother.
You have a blessed night, sir. Peso. So again, that was good conversation. Peso, what you think? Come on, bring your black ass back up. Yeah, thank you, expat living overseas. You're right. You got to follow your home country laws always. Thank you. Yeah, I know, Rondo. Chicks with pickles. Thank you. Come on, Peso. Come on back up so we can shut this down. Nigga, you struggle streaming? What's going on? I don't hear you, Peso.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
All right, let's close it out.
How's yeah? Thank you everybody for logging on to the stream. We'll be back next week with something totally different. So because like I said, we did pretty much beat this passport bro stuff to death, man. So we'll try to do something a little different because to be totally honest with you, the guys that are gonna travel, they're gonna travel. Ain't nothing you can say or whatever else. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. So we'll just wait for the next scandal to happen, whatever that is. Hopefully there won't be any other scandals. Um, and I'm gonna be honest. You know, it's very very unfortunate what happened in Brazil. They let these guys into their clique. You know, they don't vet them. because all they want is clicks and views. And unfortunately, something like this was bound to happen. It was just bound to happen. So, you guys, be very, very careful of who you associate yourself with. Um, you don't know any of these guys. A lot of times, you don't know what their intent is, what's on their mind, their past, or anything. Because they travel, you find this connection with these people, and unfortunately, you don't know what kind of time these guys are on. You got to realize there's pussy involved. And when pussy is involved, the whole game can change, unfortunately. So, two things you don't trust no man with: your money and some pussy. There's probably some other things too, but for sure, money and pussy. So be very, very careful of who you associate with. And when you're out there traveling, be safe. Be very, very safe because you are an American, and people have this misconception of who you are. You're rich, you got a lot of money, and so forth. And most times you're just a average Joe just trying to travel and have a good time. You're not this rich person. A lot of people want to get on YouTube and act like they're rich, but they're not. You know, I think No Excuses a couple of days made a video talking about how much money he got. You know, most people are working stiffs. If they lost their job within 6 months, they'll be crying. Okay, most people are working stiffs. If they lost their job in 6 months, they'll be crying like a bitch. So don't buy into any of this stuff. Enjoy yourself, um, travel, be safe, and we are out of here. See you next week.
Play a couple of songs on the way out.
Oh, we will.
Okay.
It's over, it's over. Yeah. You went overseas and destroyed your credibility. Created mongering apps because you wanted to cap. Bragging on your freaks. When back in America, you were really weak. We never believed you had game. Went overseas for a little fame. Built your courage up. Used the passport, bro, name. Thought you had a lot of game. But at the end of the day, you were just another lame. Now you have to figure out another plan. It's time to switch lanes.
Hey.
Passport bros label pedophiles.
Rico, you got another detractor, I'm assuming.
No. That's for Lonzo G. Stop the music.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, Uncle Rico. Hey.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Yeah.
One second. Let me stop the music. Stop the music, Peso. Hey, what's up there, Rolando G? I know this.
Hey, Uncle Rico. Yeah, hey, I was gonna tell you, man. People have been coming at me sideways about Skylar, man, and I knew something was up with that dude, man. I couldn't get with him. I just knew he was on some scammer, and then he was, and what he's doing is he's pimping out those women, those Brazilian ladies. I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but he's really getting into some dangerous territory because the Brazilian guys run, or whoever, the gangster or whatever, run those, are supposed to be running. I mean, they're not supposed to be running those ones, but I'm just saying he's doing what he's doing is illegal. So I don't know how he's doing those boat parties. I don't know what's going on, but Andrew's show explained that one night, how that goes down, and they're all prostitutes. None of them are interested in you in that way on when you go on to those boat parties. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with you 1,000%. I've always said that from the beginning. I don't even know how people, I don't even know how from day one people could not see. I'm like, these are working girls. Okay. These are working girls. I can go, my old ass can go there and get a boat and get those same women to come out to my boat party. It just, I don't, and again, like I said, I like the young man, Don Banks. I like the young man, Lord, but I'm like, and it's not that people sit there, and this is the problem, Rolando, right? They'll sit there. I'm 60, 61, soon to be 62. And I'm like, No, but here's the reality. I can fuck the same bitches that Don Banks is fucking. Cause they're whores. Cause they're whores. And it's not like they're gonna look at him and say, "Oh, you old and he young." Like, no, I got money like he got money. That's it. Their motivation factor is what man's going to come down and be able to provide them a lifestyle, whether it's in the moment or long term, that they desire. Don Banks, don't get me wrong, Lord, any of the other younger. Yes, you're younger, you're more fitter, you're more attractive than me. Back in my day, I'd have gave you up. You niggas couldn't have kept up with me. But I'm old, and I get that. But what I'm saying is, it's not who I am or who you are, it's where we are. You're in a space where these women are desperate for money. And you're lying about it because you're saying these are regular women. Regular women are not desperate for money. They're not desperate for money. You're in if I walk into a whorehouse at 62 and you walk into a whorehouse at 22, you're both fucking tricks. The age of the trick doesn't matter. We're both tricks.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, it's an old trick or a young trick. They're both tricks. We want the money out of both of them. And that's why I sit there and say Skylar push, because Skylar's not 22-year-old. He did 20 something years in the military, so he got to be 40.
He's 2 years younger than me, I think, from what I heard.
He's got to be at least.
I'm 43.
Right, he's got to be at least 40, 41, 40. So he's not 20. So like Skylar, 20-year-old, you're a 40-year-old nigga, right? Because you retired from the Air Force, so you did 20 years in the Air Force. So nigga, you got to be 40 something, right? So you a trick too. So they, at the end of the day, do they want your ass? No, if a 20-year-old hooker you put on the boat, she wants a 20-year-old. You 40, but you a trick. You are income. So they're gonna treat you just like a 20-year-old trick, 40-year-old trick. Anybody they don't want, that's how they're gonna treat you. So it's crazy to me that they'll go, oh, Don Banks, he got Riz. I'm like, no, he looks like he got Riz. I see him, when I see him go to all these different countries, I'm like, you can't go from Brazil to Colombia to the DR to Thailand to the Philippines, and you're going to tell me that you're rizzing all these women. Bullshit. If your Riz works in one country, it doesn't work in every country. Because the culture, the language is different in every country. So your swag in America is not the same swag everywhere. It's not. People telling you, oh, we got swag. That's American swag. American swag is not the same in Japan. It's not the same in Africa. It's not the same in fucking Brazil. And you're not changing your swag up. You're not.
Yeah. No.
The swag in Brazil is not the same swag in Japan, so it doesn't translate. But guess what does? Money. Money is the universal every fucking where.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere.
But I wanted to ask you something. Uncle Rico, is why are these guys exalting him as some kind of? He's like some kind of, like he's like this like player dude. Like this player guy. This whole thing he's got going on. And even one of the guys I knew that was in another group with me, I'm no longer friends with him because he's saying, oh, I'm not rushing to judgment to get on Skylar for what he's doing. But I said, well, what Skylar's doing, he may not be doing S trafficking, but what he's doing is illegal in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. By having that Fernando phone, whatever he said, 500 baddies or whatever. Why is he doing that? Because he's pretty much exposing himself to their Brazilian government, saying, okay, you're exposing our red light districts over here. And those women might have ties into the red light district over there, which they do. But why is he doing it, and why is all these guys following him, thinking he's doing something that's just so great? Because he's not being involved, in the communities there. He's not, because I know one gentleman over there that is doing that. You probably don't know him, but his name is Nabi. He's not really in the space like that. But he don't mind if I say his name. He's actually went to the favelas, and I was donating to him to help out some of the schools there and stuff. See, nobody's doing anything to help those people. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you have to, but they like it when you do that, and then that gives you more ways to where they'll actually will introduce you to women, who are looking for a husband or a boyfriend or whatever. So, he taught me that, and he actually served in the Iraq War back in the early 90s when I was a youngster. So, he was telling me all about that stuff. So, and shout out to him. Mm-hmm.
Right. I think the only reason why, and this is just my thoughts, I don't know definitively. I think part of the reason why his content attracts or appeals to a particular segment of our society is because people want their choices or their beliefs to be validated. So if I'm sitting here at home in the dark, womanless, wifeless, feeling rejected in my town, say I'm just gonna say Gary, Indiana, for no particular reason, right? Of a particular person, no particular reason, right? And I've tried to date a couple of women, right? And for whatever reason, they rejected me. This is where I always start with, and I said this earlier when I said in the live about when somebody asked me about, like, why was I divorced twice? I was like, because I try to sit there and try to be self-aware. I try to, when things go wrong in my life, I try to be introspective. I try to look into myself to see, like, what the fuck did I do wrong, right? Like, shit just don't happen to us for no reason, or it doesn't happen to us and we play zero part in it, right? I'm always trying to say, like, hey, what the fuck did I do to contribute to this, right? To make sure I didn't do anything, because the knee-jerk reaction is I didn't do anything. It was everybody else. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I did something, right? And I can always find the shit I did wrong, right? I can always. It's usually like right there, I fucked this up from the beginning. So very few people are being introspective. So the guy in Gary, Indiana, not getting a date, he don't get a date, he's not going to be introspective. The first thing he'll do, he's going to look outward. Okay. I'm not awkward. I didn't do anything. It's everybody else's fault. So then when they see a Skylar or an Austin or someone else, that validates that bullshit. Because they're not going to do the work to look into themselves. They're going to say, oh, it's the bitch. It's that bitch. Right. And once they say it's that bitch, now you got a voice out there telling them, oh, it's them black bitches there. Right. But it might have been her. That's 50-50. But it might have been you. But you never do the work to see, was it me or was it her? You got somebody that told you it was her, and it could have been, but he don't fucking know because he don't even know her. He don't know. You're in Gary, Indiana. You're dating Donna down the street. Donna decided that she don't want to date you no more because of something you did. And you got Skylar and Austin that told you, fuck that bitch, Donna. It's her. Come over here to Brazil or wherever I'm at. They better than Donna. You never asked yourself, is it Donna or was it me? Because Skylar told you it wasn't you. Skylar said, no, it ain't you. It's that bitch. Skylar don't even know her. But he told you that, and he validated what you want to believe because, you feel hurt or upset, and you go through it. We go through rejection. We go through failed relationships. We go through, like I said, I've been divorced twice. Shit happens. I tell my kids all the time, shit happens. It's called fucking life. Nigga, shit happens. Pick yourself up, Dust yourself off, be introspective, look at yourself and say, okay, what did I do wrong? If nothing else, so I don't do that again. And I don't even mean that like you're always to blame. Sometimes what I did wrong was my decision making. Wasn't the person, it wasn't me. It's like, okay, I rushed. Slow the fuck down next time. Don't rush. Because sometimes I rushed into a relationship. Lord knows, she pretty and got a big old behind. Shit, I met her yesterday. We getting married tomorrow. Because, you know, it's like, nigga, what did I do wrong? Nigga, you knew her 3 days. You have to ask yourself shit like this. And you have, because what I always tell you, Rolanda, nobody knows you better than you.
Right.
Beat yourself up and say, look, all right, and it still doesn't mean that overseas, go overseas. But still, even in the overseas relationships, be introspective about yourself. And again, like you said, I know, like, and why does Skylar and Austin push that narrative? Because it's money making for them. Skylar does that shit because he wants you to sign to his Patreon, do his consultation, all this. They making money off this shit.
Wow. Okay.
They're making money off of it. So it's not, I wouldn't say that I think all the information is trash. But even if I didn't think it was trash, they have a motive.
Yeah. Well, that's what I suspected. I mean, now that you say, you know what you're saying, because now that you put it that way, I don't even really want to go too much, in it. I mean, not like try to, like go at it to a degree where I'm doing too much. Because it caused me to argue with a couple of guys, especially the ones that follow Razor Rays, and all that. But yeah.
I mean, I would just always tell people like this. It's like when you listen to whether it's a Austin, a Skylar, Razor, myself, Peso, anybody, I'm like, I tell everybody, listen to what I'm saying critically. I want you to pick apart everything I say. Don't take nothing. Tear that shit, tear the meat off the fucking bone, tear it down to the most basic level. And I want it to be picked apart. I want my argument, my position to be challenged and pushed. And do that to everybody. And see who argument withstands scrutiny. Because one thing, like, I ain't charging you nothing. I start from that position. My shit is free. If I found out Peso was charging $1, I'd boot him in the ass. So I start right there. Who's charging you? Me and Peso ain't.
Right.
So one, I don't have no financial incentive. Because you ain't paying me nothing. I'm gonna give it to you for free. You getting it free from Skylar or Austin?
No.
Start there.
Not from what I heard. They actually charge.
Is Zoom giving it to you for free? Is BMT giving? I'll give you my motherfucking phone number. I'll give it to you for free.
Right.
I ain't charging nobody nothing. Can the rest of them say I can call you for free and you're not gonna charge me nothing and blah 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 blah?
Right. Oh yeah.
They won't do that.
Right.
And I'll just start there again. And I don't suggest that they should do that, but my thing is, that's one of the things I've always, me, when I with the Dominican route, I told them, oh, I bet not never see you charging no consultation. You're not gonna charge nobody for no shit we got for free. And that's why I never do consultation, because all my information about travel, people gave to me for free. I don't feel like I can ever charge for that.
Okay.
People have just sat there and said, hey, Rico, I'm gonna help you out. Boom, 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 boom. And they just gave it to me for free. So I was like, I can't, the fuck I look like turning around charging somebody for something that was given to me for free.
Exactly. Yep.
That's just crazy to me. So, but and to be honest with you, that's what I see. Austin, Skylar, BMT, Zoom, all the stuff that they're selling, they got for free. None of them niggas paid for it. They did not pay nothing. They didn't pay no consultation. They didn't do any of that. So I just start there. Then after that, it's like, so now after I give you the information, because I gave it to you for free, can't beat me up about it, go out and vet it. Go out and check the government websites. Go out and check with other content creators. Not just content creators, but I'll tell you, okay, hey, I got this information. Go to the Dominican government website. Go to the U.S. government website. I want to give you credible sources that you can go check. That's it. That's literally it. So again, I'm not telling nobody, if you want to go pay for it, you go pay for it. I'm not a fan of it. I will never sell information.
Nah. I'm not a fan of it. Like I told these guys, I'm looking for, girlfriend, somebody, chill with, hang out with, and do normal couple stuff with. I'm not trying to do all that.
Yeah, and my advice around relationship is, I tell people like this: relationships overseas are no different than relationships here in the U.S. My wife is from El Salvador, right? I met my wife in the U.S., right? So I always tell people I got a Salvadorian American, right? From my experience, you can meet a woman from another country, but when you meet them in the U.S., they're different than the country they came from. So a Mexican American and a Mexican are two different things. A Mexican in Mexico is different than a Mexican American, because culturally, a Mexican American is more American than Mexican. That's just our background. Nigerian American is not the same as a Nigerian. They ain't the same. They're totally different. So I know as an American, which most of us are, I'm more culturally aligned with someone from America. I love my wife to death that's Salvadorian American. I go to El Salvador every year. I ain't marrying a bitch from El Salvador. Because they're different. Because they're different. They're not the same. Culturally, they're not the same. So when I tell people, when people are like, oh, I want to marry a Dominican, I'm like, you better get one in America. Because in America, they grew up differently. They grow up differently. They see, like, y'all not going to have all the cultural differences that y'all, the only thing is like, okay, she speaks Spanish, whatever. My wife speaks Spanish. I don't speak no Spanish. I don't need to. She speaks English. Shut the fuck up. I don't need to hear it, right? But outside of that, we are aligned 100% on everything else, because she thinks just like an American. She thinks about that. We got to get that bread. We got to get this. She thinks one thing, and I don't have to worry about that wavelength shit. When you decide to go overseas, so if you met a Thai American and a woman from Thai, they're not the same. Filipino American and a Philippine, they're not the same. Because when they're in their country, they think about different things. When they get in America, they think about the same shit that you think about. You guys end up on the same wavelength, is what I'm saying. You really do. And people just don't want to accept that. I'm like, okay, well, go get one from over there and see how it works out. You're going to see the difference. It's going to be a night and day fucking difference. Even to the point where, what's your country of choice? Is it the DR, Brazil, where?
It's right now Colombia. It's a Medellin, because I'm with this little singles group that's over there, and they trying to tell me, go over there and meet up with them.
But
do like a speed dating thing.
I guarantee you this: if you talk to a Colombian American and a Colombian, you're gonna see the difference. It's a big fucking difference. One that's born and raised and grew up here in America, and one that's born and raised and grew up there. It'd be like, y'all are two different fucking people. It just did, and I think that's where most of us fail to realize. It's like they're not the same.
Okay.
They're
Well,
not.
maybe I should get to try to find somebody. You know, that's a
And
Latino
it's not to
American.
say that it's
Well,
not to say. Here's the thing, Rolando. I'm not gonna say you can't get one from there. I'm saying you'll do better if you acknowledge that. If you accept that, look, don't go over there expecting that you're going to get one like back here. It's like, look, what you have to do is you have to say to yourself, okay, I'm going over there, but I know that these are huge challenges that I have to climb. And do you have the patience for that?
Okay.
That's what you need to ask yourself before you commit to that. Like, look, that's a lot. You can do it. Am I going to do it over there? Are we going to do it here? The person that, like, when you start going on the speed dating, start having those hard conversations with the person. Look, I'm American. I know what I can accept and what I can't. Don't be the problem that I think that Americans have is oftentimes we go into these countries and we go, oh, I'm gonna be Colombian. No, the fuck you ain't. No, you're not. That's where we make the mistake. We throw all our shit out the window and say we're gonna be like them because they pretty. I'm like, no, fuck that shit. I tell all my friends when you go to the DR, and they be
You
like,
caught me on that one.
they be like, yeah, you can't do that shit.
Oh.
Because when you do that, they expect that. I'm like, oh, I'm going to the DR. I gotta accept her coach. I'm like, no, the fuck you don't. Don't tell that bitch that shit. Hell no. You tell her we gonna be American. Fuck that shit. It makes it easier on you when you try too hard to and because you can't do it
To like assimilate to try to assimilate to their
and you can't do it. You're gonna fail, is what I'm trying to tell you. So if you go into it rigid, like, no, I'm not, I ain't giving up this, I ain't giving up that, I ain't giving up. They can decide whether or not they want to accept you. That's what you want to do. All that, oh, she's so beautiful. I'm like, don't fall for that shit because you're not going to be able to do it. You are not going to be, you're going to promise her a bunch of shit. You're going to say you're going to do it. You're going to say you're going to learn Spanish. You ain't. You're going to say you're going to do, you're going to say all this shit that you're going to do. And then when you don't, you're going to get fucking drugged through the fucking mud. I never talk about, I ain't learning shit. You gonna learn Spanish? Fuck no, bitch. You better learn English. Fuck no. I never did that shit. Cause I know I still don't speak no Spanish. I know hola, buenos dias, buenos nachos. That's it.
That's it. Right.
That's
you like
it.
me. I'm
not speaking. I'm going to try to learn at some point. I got grandkids, but I'm not breaking my. We in America. Fuck this shit. I can't. You know, I don't. And if I had promised it, I would be fucked.
Okay.
I would be fucked. So don't do that. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Is don't do that. Stay away from that. Go out and date. There are tons of Colombian women, even in Colombia, that will acquiesce to an American culture, especially because it's, I hate to use the term a higher culture because, you know, Colombians will get mad about it. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I think American culture is better than all of Latin American cultures, not just Colombia, Brazil, El Salvador, Ecuador, all of them, because like all of Latin America, you know, I think Western culture is better in how it treats women.
Yeah.
And a lot of things, right? Yeah, I'm like, we In Latin America, they're big on domestic violence. I'm like, that's not
I
acceptable.
heard about that.
Oh, they beat the brakes off a bitch in Latin America. They
Ooh,
beat the brakes
ooh.
off of them. They
Wow,
do.
wow.
They
Okay,
just
okay.
do. It's just like I'm sorry. You beat a bitch ass all throughout Latin America, even my wife's country, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, fucking Costa Rica. Like nobody gonna do nothing. You can
Yeah.
get away with it. The
Yeah,
DR, whatever. So when they talk
I
about
heard from a couple of women from there. Yeah.
yes,
Said
when
that.
they talk about culture, I'm like, culture? Y'all be beating the shit out of bitches. I'm like, we
Yeah.
don't do that.
Wow. Wow.
But that's culture. See, so when they talk about culture, I'm like, you got to talk about all of it. You got to talk about all of it. Domestic violence is a big thing. We used to have it in America, but we don't have it anymore.
Not that much now, no.
No, not like we used to have it. It was very big back in the 50s and whatever. We don't have it no more. They still got it. That's still the culture. A lot of the infidelity. I'm like, that's still, I mean, we still got a little bit, but they got it on times 10. You know, I think Colombia was rated as the second most cheating country in the world.
Whoa.
Yeah, believe it or not, look, you can look it up. There was a survey, you know, I don't know how accurate it is, but yeah, Colombia. So it's like women and men, like everybody fucking everybody.
Oh, okay, right.
So I was like, okay.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yep.
So my thing is, when I think about it, it's like, okay, study up the culture where you're at before you go, oh, I'm gonna be just like them because they better than us. I'm like, no, they're not. Stop believing their cultures is better than ours. Their culture is different, not necessarily better. And then from there, you know, we go from there.
Yeah. Hey, Uncle Rico, thank you for having me on. I'm gonna have to go in a few minutes.
Okay, go ahead, go do your thing. I appreciate you coming up. Want to take some time to chop it up with you.
Yeah. No, thank you. And thank you for your advice and information.
Yeah, and look. Hey, look in the private chat. Hang on. I'm gonna give you my digits so that you can hit me anytime. Like I said, I'm about to be on the island and hang on one second.
Are you going to DR again?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Over there.
Okay, right. Well, maybe one of these days I can come down and and still visit you.
So that look in the back chat. That's my number.
Okay. Yeah. Let me copy it.
Yeah.
All right.
And send me a WhatsApp, whatever, and we'll link up. Peso, where you at? Come on, nigga. That was a good conversation. I appreciate that. It was a good conversation.
All right, guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. Hit the like button and support the channel. All right, hit the like button and support the channel. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you.